Mattered to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a beautiful woman who's telling you to grow the beard?
No.
That's what you know why? I think she sees the beard, doesn't want to talk to you.
Now, don't put him in a mugshot photo, okay? From the front and the side. All right, don't do that.
No.
Those are hard to make look good.
You should know.
Sinatra's looked all right.
Actually, yeah. You know, you can tell he's a star with a picture like that.
Yeah.
He still looks cool in the mugshot.
Yeah.
Now, a couple quick things here. We had a story yesterday that I'm going to kind of stretch this to make an excuse for Pat to open up the show with a song.
Okay.
The story yesterday involved sex dolls.
Yeah, I have that.
And South Korea.
Yep. Apparently, South Korea has formally lifted the ban on the import of full-body sex dolls.
Now, I have two questions here. One is it because they just want people to use the domestic sex dolls? They're some South Korean redneck going, they're bringing these imported sex dolls, taking all of our jobs. But the sex dolls now legal in South Korea?
Now legal. Hundreds of sex dolls, though, had been seized by the Korean Customs Service. The custom officials there said they are still more likely, though, to hold the 1,000 sex dolls already in their possession that have been sent to South Korea since 2018. I wonder how many people work probably 1,000 guys work in the Korean Customs Service. That's
they're taking them home.
Right.
So that reminded me of this story involving a sex doll. Firefighters were called in after a corpse was spotted floating in the water that turned out to be an inflatable sex doll. Concerned passersby had called police, saying they saw the body under a bridge. Police called firefighters to take a closer look. 8 firefighters were deployed to the site with a rescue vehicle and a barge to get the suspected corpse out of the water. What they retrieved was, of course, a partially inflated, naked blow-up doll. So, but that, don't you have a tribute to that?
I do indeed.
He thought she was dead, saw the back of her head, a half-naked girl, bobbing and bloated. He brought her to shore, she was dressed like a whore, the poor thing drifting and floating. But we didn't know it was a doll we had found, so we went through the proper procedures. There was no pulse, so we did mouth to mouth. To get the seaweed out, we used some tweezers. She looked so surprised with her mouth open wide. Then we figured out she was just plastic. I took her home and gave her some air. In the bedroom, she's really fantastic.
Nice happy tribute to both Gordon Lightfoot and to sex dolls everywhere.
Now, opening the can of worms, is that considered cheating? If a guy has a blow-up doll and he's in a relationship with someone else?
Does he name her? If she has a name, I think it's cheating.
But you think about it, it's really just elaborate masturbation, if you will. But
yeah. Boy, I guess it depends on the couple.
But, of course, when a man gets married, he stops masturbating. We all know.
That's a very interesting question about all that stuff.
I really think that depends, as Josh says, on the other person involved in the relationship. And
well, when you guys introduced me to the product that I'd never heard of, the Fleshlight.
Yes.
Which is like a handheld, portable front naughty. Whoa, all that stuff is very odd.
What do they call that in England? Because they don't call a flashlight a flashlight.
They call it a torch.
It's a torch, yeah. So
it'd be a flesh torch?
Yeah, I think it would be a torch.
It'd be a twatch, yeah. Right?
Oh, a twatch.
A torch.
Yeah, that was an unsuccessful attempt at having a timepiece in a bikini.
The twatch.
Once again, we're live. We're all live.
This is called Build a Joke.
Sometimes we have meetings on the air that we should, Josh should point out, we should have them off the air.
Do you want to give me the sports teaser?
Yeah, DeMar Hamlin is still in the hospital. He's still in critical condition, although his uncle, Dorian Glenn, was interviewed by CNN yesterday and ESPN, and he says his nephew had to have his heart restarted twice on the day that the incident occurred on the field against the Bills and the Bills and the Bengals. Once, of course, on the field, and then one time when they got him to the hospital, they had to restart his heart again. Glenn, though, says there were some encouraging signs yesterday at the hospital, including doctors reducing the amount of oxygen that Hamlin was receiving. And we've got a really cool story about Damar Hamlin's charity that shows people care.
Yeah.
And
It's
it was
toys.
very cool.
We'll find out about that coming up.
Yeah.
In the news, Christy, you want to give me the teaser? What's going on?
Yeah, we have. If you've lost your engagement ring and you found it in a toilet 21 years later, would you wear it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
It might be more special.
Okay.
Personal toilet or like rest station toilet?
No, it was a personal toilet.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And we have a naming game again. There's a little Pygmy Hippo that was born at the Richmond Zoo. Cute little thing. They want help.
I know a
naming
guy that the first thing he does when he moves into a new house, and arguably he doesn't do that very often, but he changes the toilets. First thing he changes the toilets.
That's you. Isn't that you?
No, that's not me. I change the seats. I don't change the whole toilet. That would be insane.
You really do change the seats when you move into.
Yeah. I like a nice, comfy seat. Every now and then I'll find a nicer seat, and I'll go, huh.
Do you go to the hardware store and try them out?
I've been seen at the display.
Are you doing skin to toilet? How do you try it out all the way?
In the store, I've done skin on the seat once, I think.
Yeah, you gotta do that quick.
See, but they don't trust you. If you do that, they think you're going to complete. I go,
Right,
no,
right.
I just want to check it out. That's all I'm doing. I'm checking it out.
Do they have to have signs telling people not to, these are not hooked up?
I would hope.
Say what you want about those Jackass boys, but they did that. Art, remember that?
Yes, they
We
did.
call this crapping in a public toilet.
He went into a store and he sat right down.
So funny.
But you would have loved the scene. They were out in the van waiting, and are you ready? He goes, no, not yet. Hang on. He goes, yeah, we better go. Let's go. And then they hurry
Okay,
out.
thank you very much. We have also other fascinating things coming up in the news, and we'll be enlightening you on about all of them, including a couple of world records, and an interesting story about bank robberies. And it's actually, once you hear it, you're going to go, oh, that makes sense. We'll find out what I'm talking about coming up. And we have an interesting thing about how when you hear a good song on the radio, you speed up.
Oh, yeah. Radar Love, Golden Earring,
There
every
you
time.
go. Everybody's got their song. Wait a minute. We'll find out what that one is coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Wednesday morning, it's January 4th, and the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em is in action. You can pick the pro football regular season. We have got 1 week left. That's week 18. And right now, you can enter to win. The games don't start till Saturday, so you got a couple extra days to think about it. But why not just go ahead and enter now? It's just love.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
Pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right, no commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break, usually Tom doing something weird or chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus,
Home in the Mega Millions. The new jackpot will remain the 6th largest jackpot in U.S. history. Tech companies of all sizes are showing off their latest products at CES, formerly known as the Consumer Electronics Show. Show's getting back to normal after going virtual in 2021 and experiencing a significant drop in 2022 attendance because of the pandemic. Exhibitors range from big names, including Sony and LG, to tiny startups as well. Could see the next big thing or something that will never make it past the prototype stage. Highlights of a media preview include an AI-connected bird feeder, electric inline skates, and temporary digital tattoos. Again, that's the CES show taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's a look at things you may have missed on this Wednesday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
When was the last time you wrote a check?
I've written a check.
I got a couple checks for Christmas.
Who gave
Go to
them
the
to you?
bank?
My mom.
Because she's just filthy rich.
Oh, no, she's married to a man named Filthy Rich.
That's what they call them.
My mom gave my brothers and I each a check, and then my brothers were opening another gift that came with the check, and I didn't have another gift. I go, Mom, you didn't get me another gift. She goes, I know. No explanation.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Good morning to you. If sports is your thing, then you need to order Magic Johnson Sportscasting my way. You'll learn to butcher grammar like it's a dead cow.
Sometimes Charles do things and he does them for himself. See, what the fans should understand here is that Phoenix don't like to really set up half court.
Magic's Insights will teach you how to lose your train of thought in the middle of a sentence.
You know, he's amazing. Every time he does something crazy or something.
Nobody can abruptly switch to a completely different thought like the Magic Man.
He's one of the best. If he get his feet set, hey, look out. And then also, he's having a good game. He had a good first game.
Contradictory thoughts in the same sentence? Like magic.
Kevin stumbled because his leg gave out on him in a sense. And so it's not 100% that leg, but he's doing, you know, he's playing really well. He's not like he's favoring it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. His beard and the track phone hotline, hot phone, right over there. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Got the overnights here, Tom.
Yeah, this music is very pleasant.
It reminds me
I've got
of
a girl, it's sunny and nice.
the Rembrandts-ish.
Yeah.
Sweet, happy music. Oh, what have you got over there?
Thanks a lot, chick. Now my January's ruined.
Uh-oh.
Did not hear rabbit, rabbit, rabbit at the start of the new month. Well, I did it. Did it yesterday. That was our first day back. We said rabbit,
You did?
rabbit.
I don't think you did. No, you did not.
Well, I mean, but even if you didn't, it's because January 1st we were
Was
not
on
here.
Sunday.
Right.
I put it up on Instagram. But my point is, and it's the year of the rabbit starting the 21st, but evidently this guy wants me to call all our listeners and say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. So I'm going to start doing that alphabetically tomorrow.
Are you?
So you Adamses, you Alexanders, be near the phone. Okay?
Now, Pat, we were talking about Dave Letterman's great joke where he would talk about the year of the rat, or the year of the cat that he's still writing. He's still putting the year of the rat in his checks. Now, this past year, was this indeed the year of the rat?
It was our year because we're rats.
And then when does it change over the Chinese New Year?
22nd is the first day. It happens at midnight the 21st.
And that'll be the year of the rabbit.
That'll be the year of the rabbit. Yeah, until sometime in February, actually.
So you'll still be putting the year of the rat in the checks that you're writing that are going to bounce?
No, I float them. I've been real good. If you wait a weekend, that Monday, you can get the funds in after you do the gig.
Not only that, but we're all going to be jumpy this year.
That's right.
Oh, thank you for meeting Maria Rabbit. Very good. A couple of quick things. Actually, one pleasant story coming out of this horrific incident in the NFL, and that is that the GoFundMe situation for the Hamlin Foundation is raised, what is it, $6 million?
Damar Hamlin's goal was simple. He just wanted $2,500 online to buy toys for needy kids. It took about 2 years to get to that goal. Then, of course, came the events of Monday night between the Bills and the Bengals. The safety was injured. Of course, they had to restart his heart. And now it's up to $5.7 million.
Gosh.
They've raised just a little bit over $3 million the first 24 hours after the incident. So,
now here's the latest from the NFL is that they're not going to replay the Monday night game this week. They will not be finishing it this week.
Right.
And there's a bunch of different scenarios that they've talked about with respect to getting that game in. One of them is getting, because there's that bonus week.
There's a dead week
after the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. One of the thoughts is they would,
after the championship games, then the Super Bowl, there's the dead week.
Yeah, they would move everything down a week and skip the off week there, but they're not saying for sure. I guess the other technical thing is, I guess if the Chiefs win this week, they'd have the #1 seed, so it doesn't matter if the game was played. Technically.
Yes, that's exactly right. You're exactly right, yes.
So we'll see. And then there's all kinds of speculation
and then
about something based on the number of total points they've scored.
And a guy I used to cheer for, and you guys do the math at home, I texted him yesterday, and he said that there's nothing wrong with the Bills and the Bengals playing 16 games this season. If there's any sort of tiebreakers they need that was caused by that, they just go to head-to-head or whatever you want. And then Peter King said the same thing, an NFL expert, a Monday morning quarterback. He's got a podcast out there. He was on Colin Cowherd, my boy, yesterday. And, Peter King said the same thing. Nothing wrong with the 16-game schedule.
So we'll see what happens. On a much lighter note.
It's going to be uncomfortable enough playing the games this weekend, I think. But I'm overly sensitive and emotional.
Well, no, everybody should be concerned with this guy's well-being. So,
we have our Pigskin Pick'em competition. And so we have decided that we're just going to use the shortened roster of games this weekend, and we have our winner, actually, for the Pigskin Pick'em. It's Trent Stover. Now, I'm trying to remember, it's in a city in Ohio. Do they pronounce it Gallipolis?
That's the only one I'm fuzzy about. I've always heard, as a kid, we called it Gallipoli, is what we said. But that's white trash Central Ohio, so I don't know.
Because there's the movie Gallipoli.
Right.
That's not correct.
Which does not take place in Ohio.
No, it's somewhere in Australia.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, never mind. It's about the Light Force from Australia. Great movie.
All of a sudden.
But in any event, Trent, congratulations from Gallipolis or Gallipolis, Ohio. We'll have to find out when we talk to him. Trent got 15 of the 15 games that we're using for this week's contest. And he, of course, has won himself the Big Green Egg Minimax. He was the only one to get 15 of 15. So congratulations. And by the way, we have another week, and you can get in on the action. And there is not a Thursday nighter this week. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So
2 Saturday games.
You got a little bit of time, but if you haven't played at all, you can sign up right now. It's real simple. You pick the games. The spread is not involved. Just pick the winners, and you could be the Week 18 winner of the Big Green Egg Minimax. Once again, you go to bobandtom.com/contest. Congratulations once again to Trent. Also, congratulations while we were on vacation. Michael Sheets Terre Haute, Indiana was a winner, and David Jans of Tomahawk, Wisconsin was our winner. David Jans, of course, known as...
The Fugitive.
Although that was David Jansen, sorry.
Talk about big ears. He had some big ears.
Oh, yeah. Certainly did.
This is from Steve the Attorney. That's how he wants to be known. He says it's Gala Police. Absolutely, no question. He says he's from there. So there you go.
All right, Gala Police.
Gala Police. Okay, good. Thank you, Steve.
And
That's what they used to call the Canadian Mounted. The Gala Police. Did you guys know that?
I did not.
I didn't know that. Well, he makes a point of saying it's Gal, not Gala Police.
Well,
okay.
Gal.
You can have a police gala.
You certainly can.
Yes.
Raise money somehow.
Remember when Rodney Dangerfield in Back to School said his... He was referring to his wife at the time, Adrienne Barbeau, was playing her, and he said, she's very charitable. She handles all the policemen's balls.
Is that right?
Oh, boy. I'm laughing well, you heard me.
You remember Fred and Barney had a gay old time. Remember?
Yeah, they did.
That's the lyrics of the Flintstones.
Fine.
Words change. They're funny.
Sure.
What does that mean? They used to do each other up the butt?
Oh, my goodness.
No, under the brontosaurus.
Can we just move on now?
They had a brontosaurus. They had a brontosaurus trained to dig rocks at Slate.
They sure did.
No, that was the Jetsons. Who was?
No, Slate.
That was
yeah.
Mr. Slate?
Yeah. Slate.
The rock theme, you see.
Yeah, but who was the...
Spacely Sprockets and Cogswell Cogs were the
That's right.
Jetsons bosses.
I see. Well, elsewhere...
Just when I tell myself to like you, you keep putting up obstacles.
And what was the maid's name, Josh?
Oh, in the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rosie.
Dance.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of your great impressions?
Well, I just I think there's an interesting Hollywood insider knowledge out there.
Well, the fact of the matter is George Jetson was actually having an illicit affair with the housemaid.
That's exactly right.
But was it cheating?
And because she's a robot.
Right. Oh, that's...
Mr. J, the new sock nozzle has arrived. Shall I? Gee, Rosie.
If a robot can talk back at you, that's...
Mr. Slade, hence the rock
I don't know.
theme.
Hence the rock theme. Ergo bedrock.
Jerk.
Elsewhere in sports?
Anyway, yeah. Let's update you real quick on the Cincinnati situation. The NFL and their fans rally in support of Bill's safety. Damar Hamlin, who remains in critical condition at a Cincinnati hospital, undergoing cardiac arrest on the field. Players and coaches from around the league overcome with emotion while watching Hamlin be resuscitated back to life Monday night during Buffalo's game at Cincinnati. And the NFL has announced that they will not make that game up this week, at least, if ever. Hamlin's uncle, Dorian Glenn, interviewed on CNN, said that his nephew had to have his heart restarted twice, once on the field and once again at the hospital. Glenn, though, says there were some encouraging signs yesterday at the hospital, including doctors reducing the amount of oxygen Hamlin was receiving. And also, I heard a really good interview with a cardiologist, and I'm not sure where he's from, but he said standard procedure in these situations, they lower the patient's blood temperature to make the blood start recirculating through the brain more, I guess.
Wow.
That's the real problem with this, is how much oxygen do you not get to the brain during the time that he was on the field.
And it would appear that this is a very specific type of injury that involves getting... I was reading about it. Typically, this happens to young baseball players, sometimes hockey players, lacrosse players, and martial artists. If you get hit in the exact right part of the chest at the exact right time, the heart's in a certain cycle, that's most likely what happened. Oof. But it's all speculation. But that's what I was reading a couple of physicians were talking about.
I didn't know this, and this gives me a chance to once again go over this story. Yes, I had double bypass. Yes, I've got 7 stents, I think. Maybe 8. But my point is, a cardiac arrest is far different than a heart attack. I had no idea. I thought they were more or less one and the same.
So did I.
But a heart attack is like when things get blocked up, and it's caused by diet and lethargy, one of my favorite words. But a cardiac arrest is your heart just stops. Sometimes they don't know why your heart stops. I think Jim Fix, the famous runner, had a cardiac arrest, and he
Boom.
Yeah, and that's what I told my little hypochondriac over there in the performance room.
You're scaring the heck out of me.
Oh, God.
Any minute.
Hold on. Let me feel you.
The most happens at 5 o'clock Eastern in the morning. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, in any
After a
event,
Gordon Lightfoot parody today.
Have you seen this man parodied? Picture of Gordon Lightfoot? Anything?
All right. Okay.
And as we were talking about earlier, Damar Hamlin and his charity just had a goal of $2,500 they wanted to raise online to buy toys for needy kids in the Buffalo area. Well, and then Monday happened, and now it's at just under $6 million. Thousands of people, $100,000 people gave different and distinct donations to this GoFundMe.
Wow.
They're trying to find out if that's some sort of record. That was over $3 million raised 24 hours after the incident, and right now, as I'm talking, barely close to $6 million they've raised for his fund.
Yeah. On another note, I don't know if you saw the update on Jeremy Renner. He said he was too messed up to type, but he did a short little message.
He put it up on Instagram last night. I saw it.
He's had some orthopedic issues and massive bleeding. Apparently, he
almost lost his leg, apparently.
Helping his family and his neighbors dig out. He lives near Reno, and it was very snowy, and he's a real hands-on guy. If you know much about Jeremy Renner, he's a very fine actor, but he's also a guy that for years has flipped houses and does a lot of the work himself.
He does woodwork. He redid Sergio Mendez's sound recording studio.
No, that was Harrison Ford.
But, wow, that was obscure.
Was that Harrison Ford?
That was Harrison Ford.
I always get Harrison Ford and Jeremy Renner mixed up. I don't know why.
It's easy to do, yeah.
Is Brazil 66 still out there?
Well, remember there was Brazil 66.
Then they did 77.
And then 76, but they were in 77. Brazil 66 stopped being 66 in the 70s, I think.
Is this a movie?
So now are they Brazil 23? What are we going backwards?
Let me dig this up.
I think they have that famous, you know the song, ba-da-da-da-da, or something like that.
Brazil 66 had a legitimate hit.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a minute
No,
to
that's
find
Herb
it.
No, that's Herb Albert.
Oh. Well, I thought he was in Brazil 66.
No, he had his own thing, man. Herb Albert, the Tijuana Brain.
They didn't get along. Yeah.
Here we go.
It's turf war.
This may be it. Sergio Mendez in Brazil 66.
Of course he would say Sergio. Yeah, this is exactly the song I was talking about.
Dead on.
When they start talking.
Smoking ashtrays everywhere.
Absolutely.
And
Somewhere a young Carlos Santana's going, hey, these folks are onto something. I can make it a little cooler.
Way cooler. Screaming electric guitar over this thing. My goodness, that's cool.
And I think they had a song with Jeffrey Osborne or someone as the vocalist or somebody like that.
This was I think this
James
was also
Ingram.
a big hit. Wait a minute, give me a second here.
Oh, let's slow it down, kids.
All right.
Yeah, this still gets played every now and again on the right stations.
Remember this?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
This is hot.
When I was a youngster and I was in a dance studio, the lady always played this song. Always.
I'm starting to tingle.
It's a shame they didn't get a girl who could sing. Jesus.
No, it's just
She's just kind of mumbling. No, but she's great. And she's just, I can do this falling out of bed.
Here we go. You see Jack Lemmon,
Yeah.
ice cubes in a glass,
This is
lighting up a cigarette, very nervous about some woman.
This is playing in your brain all the time. That's what I hear. It's 1966.
Now, for those of you that are using your Bob and Tom scorecard, trying to figure out why we're talking about this, it's because Harrison Ford, before he became a famous actor, famously was a carpenter, and he redid Sergio Mendez his studio, right?
See what I did there, Willie? You're going to have to learn how to do this.
And I was just saying that Jeremy Renner, who is healing, and we wish him the best, certainly.
Yes.
Jeremy is also a very hands-on carpenter, and he was actually using a snowplow.
Snowcat, 14,000 pounds fell on him.
And
Can
he
you
was
imagine?
saving somebody.
Yeah.
So he was either helping a neighbor or someone.
Totally made of wood, that snowplow.
It was
Fascinating, yeah.
Passionate as himself.
Really
It's
interesting.
amazing.
How about this one? Remember this one? Hold on.
Yep.
First one to get the title wins.
An afternoon in Old San Juan.
Here you go. Wait.
Afternoon cramping? No? Is it day after?
Oh, Alone in the Hills.
Full in the Hill, I win.
Full in the Hill. Yeah.
Oh, it's the Beatles.
I didn't recognize it at first.
I wish we'd talk about them more.
Oh, this is great stuff.
Wait, did the Beatles rip that melody off?
No, that's a cover.
They're covering it.
He's covering it.
Okay, got it.
And I don't know if Sergio is still with us, but they had, this was Brazil 66. Then I think they did Brazil
76.
Oh, they didn't do Brazil 77? I thought they kept with the double number thing.
Oh, did they?
The 76 was all trombones.
Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Pat.
And then
That's going to be the theme of today's show, jokes like that.
Then they did Brazil 86, got rid of all those trombones. 86, no one needs those.
Okay, I think they may have done, maybe they did stick with the 6 thing.
I'm looking it up. It looks like 66 throughout this, but
I don't know that this is worth exploring any further.
Really?
Peebo Bryson maybe with Sergio.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll stop talking about Peebo short for Peabody. Did you know that?
I did not. Thank you,
Peabody
sir.
Bryson. That's right. That's very good.
How about that?
Yeah,
Learn
Peebo.
something every day from my friend, Chick McGee.
Peebo
was
is
that bossa nova music? Is that what that would be
is
called?
Debo Samuel's uncle, Peebo.
Debo,
There's Peebo, there's Debo, there's Nebo.
Let's see, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, here's
We
another.
are not men, we are Peebo.
Yeah, I think we already hit the big hits. But
I'll say.
The biggest one was Mas Que Nada. This was the one. This is the one after like four, after 4 martinis.
Yeah.
Now you've got Jack Lemmon dancing.
See, but that's like some ancient Tijuana love song that from the 1800s. That he
Tijuana,
just
by the way, not in Brazil.
trotted out. I'm on a roll here. Just trotted out.
I'm just trying to help our friends studying geography. See,
Well,
Tijuana
that's what they
would
get
be.
for speaking the Spanish in Brazil.
Yeah, we know it's
okay?
They speak Portuguese in Brazil, you illiterate
No, they
idiot.
speak Portuguese in Portugal. Use your brain.
Look at him,
What a dummy.
Let the man run, all right?
Idiot.
We're all having a good time right
How
now.
about this one?
Germans attacked Pearl Harbor.
Give me a second. Here we go. Pat, you got this one yet?
No idea.
Welcome to Sergio Mendez Hour. Josh Arnold will be going insane.
Parents had this album, man. They played all this stuff.
Very. You can see that sort of ultra contemporary hideous furniture.
Yes.
Oh, right.
You know,
That mid-century.
that ultra like
our parents-
Jetsons furniture.
We had a bar that had the diamonds on it that were like blue and orange. Do you know what I'm talking about?
In the trailer?
No, this was in the house before the divorce.
A woman hurriedly stirring a martini
They had cocktail
as her
parties.
husband pulls into the
Yeah.
driveway.
In my head, I'm not sure what the upholstery on the couch is, but I'm certain it smells like cigarettes. 100% it smells
Orange
like cigarettes.
vinyl. Orange vinyl.
Did both your parents smoke?
Yes.
What
They
was
did.
what brand?
My father, various, but my father was a Winston guy when I remember as a kid. And my mother, we've talked about this, she was a Territon woman.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Territon woman.
Rather fight
Rather
than
fight than
switch.
switch.
Yep.
Well, who's the vocalist who sang with Sergio Mendez? Is it James Ingram? Is it Peebo Bryson? Is it
James Ingram in '66 was probably 3 years old.
He was
Well,
very
he sounded
good.
great.
When we come back, we'll solve all these problems. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
I was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to. BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's a problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes.
With Maria Bamford.
In English! I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I could say something in Hindi. Kihale kuta permilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hello, dog. Goodbye.
Oh, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah,
Do you speak a foreign language?
I went to a meetup group where you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like, sí, no, ay, ay, ay. It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
Well, you can.
Did you bring your thermos?
I
did
bring my thermos. Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily,
that's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having? You know what? I think we should have her sit on it. And we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know,
who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thanks.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
God, no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is in the cooler.
I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea?
No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car.
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
It's crazier than I thought.
Well,
I thought it was supposed
Three
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Those.
Definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
theorized there must be a 05TE01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay.
The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go. What's up?
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
At 5.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Making me laugh off the air, chick.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got a roaring headache. What's all that?
Oh, well, that's awful.
It's awful.
Take your Excedrin?
Not yet. You know, I take 8. There's Ace Cosby.
Once again, don't get your medical advice from this program. Please talk to a qualified professional.
Hotline, hot phone. Who would? Oh, that's what the chick said to do.
People got so mad at me at the pharmacy. I'll tell you this in a second.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. Oh, I have a pharmacy story. There's Tom Griswold.
They did. I decided that even though I'm a grown man, I, for whatever reason, taking like things like Tylenol and stuff makes me nervous.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just going to start taking children's Tylenol, and I bought 10 boxes the other day for me, and these parents in line were so mad about it. Just go get more, you dummies. I don't know what the issue was.
Possible shortage.
What?
You hear the sound? You know what that sound is? That's a jar of comedy, baby. It's got as much as a cup of coffee in one pill.
A lot of caffeine.
Shut your hole.
What is that, Excedrin? What are you taking over there?
Or as my dad used to call it, Excedrin, because I'm an ex-head. Do you know that drug people were called heads back when?
Sure.
My dad was 18.
Wow.
There's a bunch of heads over there, man.
That word has many meanings.
So my pharmacy story is, Tom and I, for a brief shining moment, lived in the same area of the city. Of course, there was a petition as soon as he found out where I lived, and I was asked to leave. But I was at the pharmacy we shared, and the pharmacist knew who Tom was, and eventually knew who I was. So we're talking one day, and he goes, you know, Tom was in here a couple hours ago. And I go, yeah, it's kind of weird seeing him out in the wild like that. You're just not really used to it. And he goes, yeah, I had to get ask him if he had an insurance card. I said, what? He didn't know? No, he didn't know if he had one. He didn't know which one to use. And then he gave me the wrong one twice, and I had to take his wallet from him and get the card out of his wallet and run that card to make sure I had the right one. You remember this story?
Nice guy.
Yeah, real nice guy.
Helped you out.
Very, very helpful. I have no idea.
Very, very helpful.
Now, we were talking about, for some reason, the situation in one of the Jackass movies in which they go into a
big box hardware store.
Yes.
Big box hardware store, and I guess one of the guys actually defecates in one of the display toilets.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe it's the late Ryan Dunn, perhaps.
I don't remember who does it.
Just really disgusting. But it reminded me, I used to work in a restaurant, and it was built out of train cars. And the restaurant was...
Those were really popular for, like, I want to say 6 weeks or something.
No, there was a great restaurant. Oh, God, the
Victoria Station?
Victoria Station.
Wasn't that what it's called?
Yeah. Yep. It was great.
Right.
And I think that was actually developed, believe it or not, by Gary Moore, the television host's son, if you want a little obscure trivia.
Oh, not the guitar
player? You know
player?
some weird stuff.
Yeah, not the guitar player. Oh, I love that guitar song.
Blues. I've heard that till my butt hurts.
The point of the story is the restaurant where I was working, it was freight cars on 4 sides, and then there was a caboose.
Oh.
And at the time, the entrance, you'd go in the caboose.
Sure.
And
the
inside of the place had been kind of ripped off from Fridays. You know, there'd be boats hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, canoes and oars and all kinds of garbage hanging from the ceiling.
One of those record players with the big horn on.
Yeah. But when you walked in, this is kind of hard to describe, but a caboose is sort of narrow, and in this case, there's a shelf sort of at about eye level on either side.
Ah, yeah.
And they had stuff up there, and they had a toilet, obviously not hooked up, an actual commode.
It was kitschy.
Yeah.
Boy, that looks lovely, doesn't it?
And it was, so as you'd walk, you'd pass by this commode, and then in the commode was a potted plant.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that is kitschy.
And the place was kind of a rockin' joint. And
well, you worked there. It was the place to be.
Oh,
yeah. And it would get very busy late at night. And one day when it was time for cleanup, and by the way, people would be jammed. There would be a line to get in, and people would be jammed in the caboose to get in. Somehow, someone removed. They climbed up on the shelf, removed the potted plant, and defecated in the display commode up there.
Disgruntled worker, maybe?
I don't know, but with the kind of crowds that were there, I guess if you've got 200 real drunk people.
Cheering you on?
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
There's only one of three ways they could have done that.
Yeah.
They actually climb up there and do it. Or bring the toilet down to them.
No, they couldn't have moved it.
Okay.
It was bolted to the...
Bring your own?
They could have got a scoop.
I suppose.
Filled a bucket up at home and gotten a scoop.
Right.
And that's...
I like to think they got up there.
Yeah.
While the others rejoiced.
I think that's fun, but I also like the idea of him bringing it because he's got to bring it in. What receptacle do you use? Is it a Ziploc bag? You want it to keep the integrity and the shape?
Yeah, what do you got there, Lee? They're curtain rods.
No, somebody obviously climbed up there.
You didn't have to clean it, did you?
No. Fortunately, no.
This is Florida?
Yes. And right across from the High Life Ronton in Orlando.
It all comes rushing back, doesn't it?
So you're out of college and you're at a restaurant. You've graduated?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Now,
you worked at a restaurant, Pat?
For 2 weeks, TGI Fridays.
What did Big Daddy, your father, Big Daddy Griswold, think of you using that Ivy League education to go work at a restaurant?
He's great.
Hey, the man's working,
having fun.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, weren't you a dishwasher at a restaurant?
I started off training as a bartender, but I was terrible. They made me a waiter for a while, then I went to the dishwasher. Yeah.
Well, you went right down. In 2 weeks was your career?
Yeah.
Did loss prevention ask you not to be a bartender anymore?
That was the case there.
We all know about the Peter principle, right? You fail up or something like that. Isn't that what the
we all know people who have.
Well, no, that must be the.
Isn't
Pat
that the one where that you go one level above where you should be?
Or you should be, yeah, somehow. But then there's the Pat principle.
Weren't you washing dishes next to the great drummer Kenny Aronoff?
We worked together for a year, yeah.
A year?
Sully's Oaken Bucket in Bloomington, yeah. He was the short order cook and I was the dishwasher, and we didn't get any work done. We just laughed and sang.
Did you know that he was a great drummer?
Yeah, well, we roomed together for a while, and I used to go see his band Stream Winter before he was with Mellencamp back in Bloomington, yeah.
That's nice.
Did he ever send his twin in to work for him?
He does have a twin, yeah, he's a doctor.
Lenny Arnoff. Kenny and Lenny.
They look,
they still dress up in identical outfits. They call each other at 5:30 Eastern every morning.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Not much, Kenny.
They swap wines.
Half that is lies. Let's move forward here in sports. Oh, wait a minute. We'll come back with it.
Yeah, more sports.
Give me the teaser, please.
Well, let's see. Jim Harbaugh, is he going to be the coach at Michigan next year this time? Probably earlier than that he's going to be gone. You wait and see.
What's your take on that game? Were they robbed?
Michigan? No.
That was a touchdown.
Absolutely not. Michigan had plenty of opportunity, but I'm from
Tom wants to know if a team from Michigan was treated unfairly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, TCU.
Looked like a touchdown to me, my friend.
Yeah. I don't know why TCU won that game. They had 2 pick sixes for touchdowns. Yeah. I don't know why TCU won that.
There were lights.
Still a little. It was one.
There were
call.
There were lights glaring into the eyes of the receivers. All right, we'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're...
What do you order at Starbucks?
What's the new thing?
Come
on.
Something new?
Oh, Bob.
you know, with my overt masculinity, I can pull off anything.
What are you ordering? These?
I have
something frou-frou.
No, not frou-frou at all. It's very simple. It's called a misto.
A misto.
Misto.
I want a
Misto.
misto.
Misto horny. Misto horny. Misto Griswold, your drink is ready.
What's a misto?
It's just
coffee with
steamed milk.
Isn't that
a latte?
A latte or a cappuccino?
I don't know what.
Intellectually, you have to be with all of us when we're frustrated with you because you used to stand behind a person at Starbucks and when you would make fun of them endlessly when they go, "I want coffee extra hot," and now you can't have your coffee unless the milk is steamed. You see why?
No, because when you put the cream in it, it cools the coffee too much.
What if it's? Oh, my God.
So you're adding cream already? You're adding more cream?
He's adding
No. It's it's skim milk. You can get steamed skim milk. So
I don't understand the difference between a cappuccino, a latte, a misto. It's all steamed milk. They all add it to coffee.
Why don't you tell me the difference between a taco and a burrito and all the
Hard shell,
crap?
soft shell.
It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. With see, there's subtle distinctions. See, Christy, that's me. I'm all about subtlety.
What do you say?
I'd like a non-fat misto, please.
A non-fat meat. Well, you got to say a size. Do you say that first or
Venti,
last?
grande, tall. What do you got?
Probably the
Do you
big
say-
one.
Do you say it first or last?
First.
First.
I always do the large. If I'm ordering for my wife at Starbucks, I'll have a large coffee with that creamy stuff you put in there.
So
you
you're
mean
not
a latte?
So you're not going to
grande? No, I
you're
want
not going to
large.
pretend you know the language.
No, because I don't know the language.
But I mean, if it's golf, would you say I want an iron, or would you say, well, I don't want to use one of the wooden ones. Give me one of the metal sticks. Oh yeah, I got you, Bob.
What are you talking about? You know what bugs me at
You know
Starbucks?
what's sad? I actually kind of got that analogy.
Did he say metal stick?
Metal stick.
I'm going to go over there and beat the crap out of him right now.
I got your back, brother.
You got to answer the phone.
I didn't see anything.
This is Larry King. Hang up the phone.
You let that phone ring.
As far as I know, he fell down a lot. That's all. That's what I'm telling
He
people.
was pushed down a lot.
Bob and Tom.
Sports update. The NFL and the fans are rallying in support of Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin, who remains in critical condition at a Cincinnati hospital after going under cardiac arrest on the field. Players and coaches from around the league overcome with emotion, watching Hamlin be resuscitated back to life Monday night on the field during Buffalo's game at Cincinnati. Hamlin's uncle, Dorian Glenn, told CNN that his nephew had to have his heart restarted twice, once on the field and once at the hospital. His uncle also said there were some encouraging signs yesterday at the hospital. And the NFL has informed the Bills and Bengals their suspended game will not be resumed this week, while the Week 18 schedule remains unchanged at this point. The NFL has made no decision regarding the possible resumption of the Bills-Bengals game at a later date. NBA winners last night. Oklahoma City scored 150 on Boston. Milwaukee and Sacramento also win. Top 25 college basketball, number 3, Kansas. Number 7, Alabama. Number 8, Tennessee. Number 14, Wisconsin, all win. Fresno State upsetting previously unbeaten New Mexico last night. Pittsburgh upset number 11, Virginia. And Kansas State beat number 6, Texas. And a full slate in the NHL last night. Ottawa, the Rangers. Florida, Winnipeg, Nashville, Tampa Bay, Seattle, the Isles, and Los Angeles all win. St. Louis wins in a shootout, and Buffalo won in overtime, beating the Caps 5-4. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
There's a new documentary out there entitled Sick. It's the winner of the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Award. The film chronicles the life and times of super masochistic performance artist Bob Flanagan. In one scene, Flanagan is shown hammering a nail into, then removing it from his most private part, which would be his penis.
Wow. Boy, what if he misses and like hits his thumb?
Well, then that would hurt, Bob.
Yeah, there's a bone in there.
That's really going to hurt.
That's going to hurt.
Hold on a second. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Hiya, Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you guys are talking about something. It's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now,
Really?
do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy.
Unleash the Beast. Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Getting
How are
a
ya?
bulletin over her phone.
That's right.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Oh, he's got the quarter zip on and no shirt underneath.
A little something for the ladies.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We've been enjoying some Brazilian music this morning. And
All in Spanish.
Sergio Mendes still around, apparently.
Is he?
Brazil 66.
He's got to be 166, huh?
I'm not exactly sure, but certainly enjoyed some of that music.
Let me ask you something. You want to sing for me or not?
Okay. A little bit of... and you're 66.
It's like the bossa nova funky style, but he's a lot younger than you think.
And
How old
Pat,
do
you
you
were
think he
close.
is?
The translation is, I will not cover my face.
Masquerada.
But this is the kind of thing you can sort of see a vinyl turntable and the needle dropping and
Sure.
It's a cocktail
And one of those
music.
console.
yeah,
things,
the
it looked like a credenza.
yeah, the walnut what is it the big walnut console stereo.
Sure.
My grandparents.
And it's,
We had one.
veneer. If you leave a glass on it for 10 minutes, you have a white
That was a big
ring
deal.
for life.
Yes.
Sergio, 81.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
I would have thought 101.
Born February 11th, 1941.
I think he must know a guy at Wikipedia.
He lies like that.
And he's still out there performing. So.
All right. Well, great music. So I'm sorry. We were supposed to be doing a sports broadcast.
Who wants to party?
Somehow.
Poor guy's still out there.
Not my friends, I'll tell you that.
Mother out.
Got
Time's the
sidetracked.
gig.
Dear Bob and Tom radio people, this message reluctantly goes out to Tom.
Okay.
My family dog, Turbo,
Great name.
had been sick recently with several vomiting episodes. He's better now.
Oh.
I borrowed Tom's idea to cut paper plates in half to use as scoops to clean up the mess.
With vomit?
I've done the same thing. Vomit, dookie, the whole thing, man. It's amazing.
Dog triage. I got a system, little kit.
Works like a charm. Thanks for the help. If you read this on the air, please do it between 7 and 7:30 Eastern. Check. That's when I drive to work, Tim says.
Hi, Tim.
His friends call him Tim.
Yeah.
There are some who call me Tim.
Now
You got to use a chinette for that, though, right? You can't use just a paper plate.
Here's the kitchen. You have
regular China.
You have a grocery bag. In the grocery bag, you have a paper plate cut in half and a pair of rubber gloves,
ready to go.
Throwaway gloves.
He's right.
And you put the gloves on. You walk up. You take the 2 paper plates, scoop, drop it in the thing, and then wipe down the rest, and you're done.
But even the cheap paper plates will work?
Oh,
wow.
absolutely.
They have enough structure. Yeah.
All right.
Enough integrity to handle
to
drop it.
We can't talk about integrity in the show. Remember, we're all here.
Then Tim continues, don't get too full of yourself, though, Tom. You're still crazy and wacky. And
You're welcome, Tim.
The
I like
only
that.
reason I listen is what he said.
What kind of dog is Turbo, does it say?
He says
great
there's
name.
a picture attached. But there's no picture in the
Okay, good.
attachment. It's probably in my email.
Turbo only has 2 legs. Isn't that ironic?
Oh.
Meaning it would be a slow dog.
Yes. Right.
Turbo being fast.
Oh, never mind.
Could we?
Not unless he has a cart in the back. Then he's like,
Remember that dog that had no legs? They called him Cigarette.
No.
No, you take him out for a drag.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No legs on the dog?
That Brazilian music, I just so great.
That is good stuff.
Conjures up visions of
you.
I know you
like,
love this.
like little bikinis.
This is like a Mad Men segment.
Yeah, it sounds like a sequence in like a movie where like a guy's like wearing a tux, not a suit, walking through the airport, smoking cigs, getting on the plane, getting drunk kind of thing.
Yeah, those flotsam and the sewage. And
Yeah, they did. Boy, that was rough. I forgot about
those games. They're a little bit rough. Yeah. They couldn't surf because of all the needles and the
I believe body parts at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, come on. You mean the opposition party?
Oh, hey.
Yes. Or at least those writing about it.
So sorry. Nothing's funnier than fascism. Okay, let's just move
Hey, we
on.
have another Jackass note here. The fans are coming out for that show. We were talking earlier about the Jackass stunt where they went into a big box hardware store and one of the jackassers.
Yeah.
Actually, some sort of the most filthy of all human processes right in the toilet there. The Jackass member that pooed in the hardware store display was Dave England.
I got it wrong.
Ryan Dunn's stunt that Willie was talking about that Tom would enjoy.
Oh, gosh.
Involves both butts and poo. He shoved a toy car up there and went to a proctologist for a diagnosis.
You can see the confusion there. I got another note that said, no, Ryan Dunn was the guy that did the poo volcano in the 3D movie.
Oh, man, you guys and your poop.
That was brutal. I thought that was Dave England.
Is it?
I thought that he did that too. I thought he was kind of their go-to crapper.
They kind of run together, don't they?
Wow. So sorry.
Josh, weren't you and I at another movie and saw a preview for the Jackass movie, and Johnny Knoxville was on a ride at an amusement park, and he went sailing off?
You and I went and saw that movie.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And we looked at each other and goes, he broke all his ribs. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here you go. How about this one?
Yeah, get back to that. Will you?
You know what it is, Pat?
Sure, Day Tripper.
Great riff.
Great riff.
Oh, one of the
Said
best
no
of all
one
time.
ever.
The Day Tripper riff? Oh, come on.
Well, when the Beatles do it, yeah. Got a good reason.
Taking the easy way.
Hi, we're background singers.
No, but Willie's right. You've got the guy in the tux with the cigarette and the...
You're right in your sweet spot, babe.
I feel like this is what a businessman from New York listens to when he hangs out with his secret family in Minneapolis. No?
Very Mad Men.
Yes, very.
Mad Men like. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the sports page. I'm sorry. What did we miss?
Okay, according to a person familiar with the situation, Carolina Panthers owner Dave Tepper has talked to University of Michigan man, football coach Jim Harbaugh, who hopes he looks like Bo Schembechler someday. He's trying to get a start on it with the hat and the glasses and the thing. Apparently, Harbaugh is all but done to go to the Carolina Panthers.
Really?
That's what they're saying. Also, the Denver Broncos were mentioned yesterday, but that's for Sean Payton, apparently. They're saying just over $20 million a year for Harbaugh, 25 or 26 million a year for Sean Payton is what they're saying. Right now, $7-8 million head coach in the NFL, so somewhere around there. This would be a world changer.
Wow.
There are owners in the NFL right now wringing their hands going, we can't have this happening. What the hell's going on?
You know, I have a feeling those guys are going to be okay. I have a feeling the NFL owners are going to be all right either way.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
And under Harbaugh, when he was in the NFL, of course, he's a quarterback for your Indianapolis Colts. He also head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, reached the NFC Championship game 3 straight years, 11, 12, and 13, and lost Super Bowl 47 to the Baltimore Ravens.
And his
we
brother.
Will see where that goes. John Harbaugh's the head coach of the Ravens, and it was Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. Harbaugh was bound to win that one. And their father, Jack, was in the stadium. Get on here, boys. One of you better win, or I'm going to beat both of you. How about that? He's a strict man, Tom.
Oh, good.
More sports coming up.
Okay, great. Christy, you want to give me a teaser? What's happening at the news desk?
Well, in Denmark, they have an interesting way to rob banks now. There was a huge aquarium that burst in Berlin. I don't know if you saw this thing.
Have you seen this?
It was unbelievable.
A lot of water?
A lot of water.
Yeah.
A lot of water. Like 264,000 gallons.
Yowza.
Yeah, right onto the street, too. It was in a hotel.
By the way,
Amazing.
the nearby sushi restaurant, yikes, that's clownfish.
This is penguin?
And who do you think is more empathetic, men or women? We'll have that coming.
From the Mr. Obvious Institute. We'll get to that one coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You're tuned to Bob and Tom.
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
My mistake.
so traumatized right now. She has not come out of her little house in
No
the
doubt.
whole
The
day.
chinchilla?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Yes.
True. Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are
Yeah.
very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, and they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening
they,
going
they
on
do
in
a lot
South
of
America.
listening at night
Size of those
because
ears.
you can't
do.
see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. Duh, I'm a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great
Wow.
big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will.
What?
I'll come
I'm
if you call
surprised
me.
they can't.
Okay, now,
Yep.
Pat is going to remove her wig. Go ahead, Pat. Can you see it? We're taking a little video.
Well, let Miss Pat put a hat on.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you yanked it right off. There
Is that
it goes.
clipped on? Oh, no, you've got like a yarmulke. Wait a minute.
That's
a skull cap to hold the wig on.
Looks kind of like
so
a
it don't
yarmulke.
fly off in the wig. Wing, Tom.
See, we're already down to the skull on your head, so we don't give you a skull
Miss
cap.
Pat is now going to place her wig on
there
my
we
head.
go.
That's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, gee.
Let me do it. Don't mess up my wig, Tom.
You've got a giant melon,
Are you supposed
Tom.
to cover my
I had no
ears?
idea.
Yeah, for
Ow.
a minute. Wait a minute, Tom. I got this.
Ow! Jeez.
Let the listeners know out there that there are about 30 cameras right
Ow!
now
You're really hurting my ear.
Let me make sure it's style right.
trained on Tom.
Do I have bangs? I just want to have.
You look like Weird Al Yankovic.
Chick, describe. How do I look? I can't see.
You have a very dark, curly-haired wig on your head, and you're with your pale skin. You kind of look like
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Not Denzel?
No.
Not Denzel in Flight?
You're a little too light.
You remind me of Tommy Lee
Just
Jones
because
in
you have
Lincoln.
dark hair does not make you a black man.
Absolutely.
The 13th Amendment will...
Didn't Tommy Lee Jones have the black wife?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
You're giving Don't give
That's
away
right.
the movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they already won the Oscar. You sure do, Tom. You need a sister in your bedroom, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I have to.
That's what you need.
I was
Tom.
hoping for Denzel, and I've got...
You don't look like Denzel.
Like a slave owner.
Christy hit it on the nose. You do look like Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln.
Did you hear what she just said?
No.
He looked like a slave owner.
I look like a slave owner.
For me today, Tom.
Oh, no, yes. Look at that.
Makes me very uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well,
as far as I know that. Never mind. We'll just move forward.
Miss Pat could be your Sally Hemings. How about that?
Looking at Tim. Oh, what the f? They ate him! Oh my God! Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
This has been Oliver's Cliff Notes hits of the 70s.
Okay.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and
Cambridge.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin over there.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold over there.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
It's good to see you. Let's get back to the action.
TCU Horned Frogs.
Yeah? What are they up to?
They are in the national championship game up against them Georgia Bulldogs. Ugga and the Bulldogs. They're already, though, TCU's hearing again about just how big and physical their next opponent is, just like they heard against Michigan.
Yeah.
Apparently, of course, Tom says Michigan was robbed by the officials. Is that your contention?
I know a touchdown when I see one.
You see, there's where you're mistaken. I don't think you do.
Okay.
They were 7-point underdogs to Michigan. They're 13.5-point underdogs to Georgia. So we will see.
And Kostaki Economopoulos, who is a graduate.
Well, I think he attended.
Oh, did he not graduate?
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
What?
He tried several times.
He graduated from Georgia?
Flunked out.
Doesn't really matter.
my God.
I've heard that he flunked out.
Yeah. Sophomore year.
It was a scandal.
He was the first person. He was dishonorably discharged from college. Doesn't happen.
Cheating scandal.
Really interesting.
None of those things are true.
No.
But Kostaki is. I said I was going to buy him a ticket to the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He's got a
I
couple
thought you were going to
buddies.
buy all the tickets.
No.
Him and his buddies.
I don't know his buddies.
Something about Ruth's Chris beforehand. I forget exactly what he said.
A limo to and from the game.
Parking at that stadium's pretty expensive.
He's not paying for parking.
Parking at that. I've talked to Jimmy Pardo.
Yeah.
Apparently, parking's like $100 per game.
What?
What?
For concerts and football.
Everybody has to have a workaround. Well, it's just like FedEx Field and parking. The parking pass is the big deal. To hell with the game tickets. Give me a parking pass.
Man.
Yeah, especially now, you can get game tickets in the parking lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see what happens. He'll let us know if he's going to get to go to the game coming up.
Isn't there a song called So Fine or something? Because SoFi Stadium, right? That's a investment company.
There's He's So Fine.
So fine.
He's so fine.
No, not that one. There's something else.
Like the Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
There's a great Guns N' Roses song called So Fine.
No, that's impossible. I don't have any argument. There's a Guns N' Roses song called that.
You're thinking of Kaja Gugu.
Oh.
Fi, hush, hush, eye to eye.
Okay, are you thinking of this one?
It's so fi.
Let's see if this is the one you're thinking of, Chick.
It kind of plods along.
This can't be.
So fine. No.
That's not it?
No, it's a blues. It's an old blues song.
Well, here's the one Ace was talking about.
Oh, gosh.
Yep, that's Guns N' Roses.
It's one of their ballads.
Yep.
If this is playing here, what's playing in hell?
Yeah, that song, Patience. I don't have any. I have to, whatever it is, I have to change the channel.
I like it.
I like Patience.
You ever have lesser?
Is it
I know.
Vocal gymnastics?
Is this the one, Chick?
Billy Boy?
Good. I'll be your sunshine.
No.
You better be careful.
Sean Paul? Somebody's going to throw out the word here in a minute.
Yeah, it's always dangerous. It's always dangerous going right for it.
Always get that word, man.
So what are you thinking of? He's So Fine?
No.
Josh nailed it, right?
No.
Shy?
No.
No, he's kidding. I think he's trying to be funny.
It's an old blues song. I have no idea.
I don't know.
When I hear it, I'll know it.
That it matters.
No. I know that it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Is this the one you're thinking
What's your point, Josh? No! Damn it! That's He's So Fine by the Chiffons. I know this song.
He's so fine.
My sweet Lord. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, we got world records here, kids. Stupid world record. A British couple broke a Guinness World Record after circumnavigating the world on a bicycle built for two.
Oh, God.
Are they still married?
Yeah, do you suppose that they always had the one that was like the guy in front all the time? Or
I would hope they would switch every now and then.
I would think, yeah.
But you'd have to
how else can he be emasculated if he's not in the back?
That's right.
Downwind the whole time. Hey, Farty McTuderson, easy on the beans.
I'm going up front.
Wait a minute. So
really?
that's...
Hey, fish market. Can I drive up front?
Oh, God.
I'm going to be driving. I thought we left Seattle 3 days ago.
According to the BBC, Laura Massey Pugh and Stevie Massey cycled 18,000 miles in 180 days.
Those poor people.
That can't be.
Picture
right.
this guy says, if you can read this, the bitch fell off. That T-shirt.
That classic.
Oh, boy.
I lost 240 pounds. She fell off the bike. That kind of thing.
Yeah, hilarious.
Record attempt as a mixed pair beats the female pair.
So there was a female pair as well?
Well, he said this record attempt as a mixed pair beats the female pair. They had a record of 263 days, and the male pair record for 281 days.
I hate mail pairs. My grandma says I'm doing it every Christmas. I have a real gift, you know? Quit mailing me pairs.
Do they make a girls' tandem bike? Probably can't be structurally.
Sure.
No, they can't. You would have to have the middle bar to make it because it's so long. If it didn't have a bar in the middle, it would just collapse, I would think. Right?
I don't know. I have a tandem.
You have a tandem?
Yeah, you should know. You borrowed it for several years.
Does it have a bar in the
Well, that's
middle?
a different
It's not
kind
a
of
tandem,
tandem.
right.
That's not a tandem.
Oh,
It just has a baby seat
It's got
in the
a
back.
baby thing in the back.
No,
It's
it doesn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you said it was.
No.
I didn't borrow it. My ex
You have
might
an actual regular seat and regular seat.
Yes.
Oh,
But the regular seat, isn't it lower and smaller for the kids?
No. But the pedals in the back can be raised.
Oh, I see.
It's very sophisticated.
Let's do it.
Very sophisticated.
You and I need to cruise around town on that thing.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful bike.
You still have it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If you and I were on a tandem, I would dog it the whole way, man. I'd be in the back, and you'd think I was pedaling. Oh, damn it, chick! Come on, gee. What the hell are you doing back there? The couple said they took a ride. Took a ride on the. Shut up! They took a ride on the tandem bike on their first date.
Oh,
and now,
that's a fun first date.
now they're ending their relationship on this tandem bike.
Oh, what a shame!
Isn't that interesting?
This is nice. Do you have a tribute to riding a tandem?
Yeah, I think it's a lovely story. Maybe, baby, we can ride around the globe. Can't be lazy in countries with xenophobes. It could be a Guinness record. Oh, our skin is cracked and leathered. It don't smell sweet upon the seat on a bicycle built for two. Take it, the lady sings. This was a stupid idea, says the woman. It's cold as hell. I can barely cycle, both menstrual and bi. I hit her big rock and fell. Can't afford a car. I'll be at the bar. Screw this, I say, not another day on a bicycle built for two.
A lot of hostility.
Yeah, higher hopes for that.
When they circumnavigated the globe on a bike, did they, when they were on a ferry or whatever, did
they keep riding?
They keep pedaling at least? When
They
they're on the,
got on a Peloton during that part.
So it's a very small circle.
Got that little stand thing on.
I mean, did they have to go up to Alaska and then?
I don't know.
I've got a feeling that they probably fudged at a couple spots.
Really?
You know, I'm just thinking, you ride a bike and then, I don't know. What happened exactly? I'll have to find out. I'll have to do a little homework.
Were you on the on radio when they did the Hands Across America?
Yeah.
Speaking about fudging.
Yes.
Remember? Oh, we've got a break in the line up in the northern part of the state. We need.
Yeah. What was that? Was that an MTV stunt?
I don't remember, but I remember being on the air. It was kind of a mess. Yeah. It
didn't work.
It did not pan out.
Do you know what we're talking about, Willie?
Yeah, it's this is kind of a plot point in the movie Us. That's how I know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone's holding hands, and it's supposed to promote unity or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot of gaps.
Well, of course there are going to be a lot of gaps.
Let us let Hands Across America, Christy.
Hands across some of America.
Hands across one township, and then they skip a couple.
And didn't they have bras across America? Didn't we have that story? They hooked the bras.
No, that was across a famous bridge.
Yeah.
A bra?
Yeah, there's
a bridge of size.
Bridge of thighs.
Size.
that wouldn't be a bra, Pat.
Size.
No, there is a famous bridge that they do that every year, right?
Yeah, over Lake Titicaca.
Your thoughts, Tom?
According to this, the Bras Across the River happens October 22nd, 2022.
How'd it go?
Apparently it went well. I've been doing it. The Singing River Federal Credit Union represents. Do
pull
what?
Some people, I said I hope it wasn't gusty. It would pull some people right off the bridge.
Well, we have a tribute to that.
We do?
A giant brazier. Yeah, sure, we can get to that. But, oh, wait a minute. We have to answer the phone first.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, good morning to you. It's Captain Dave here calling the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Captain Dave. Aye. Skipper.
Hey, I guess you know that my first mate, Clappy, is a bit of a psychic.
Oh, really?
As all advanced syphilitics are. So here are some of his predictions for what will happen in the year 2023. Okay? Hamburgers will be replaced on restaurant menus by eel meat.
Wow.
Okay.
The hottest new birth control device will be an IUD featuring a photo of Nick Cannon's face. These are predictions by Clappy. Meanwhile, Nick Cannon himself will be launching his own line of fertility clinics across the USA, where he will be the only sperm donor.
Wow.
That
a lot of
makes
kids,
sense.
you see.
The most popular new TikTok fad will be Tide Pod suppositories. Cryptocurrency. will rebound, but paper currency will be replaced by slices of bologna. The Wuhan bat will be named the official bird of China.
The Wuhan bat?
Yeah, the Wuhan bat. No one will slap Chris Rock at the Oscars this year, but Benedict Cumberbatch will get kneed in the nuts by both Nicole Kidman and Andy Dick's seat filler.
Very exciting.
Boy, stay tuned for that. The year's most shocking sex scandal will involve Flo from Progressive and 2 Keebler elves. Predictions by Clappy. He's a psychic. We learned the wag in Wagyu beef is actually dog meat.
Sounds very unlikely to me.
Makes sense. Pete Davidson and Helen Mirren will be the surprising it couple in 2023. What do you think of that?
That'll be surprising.
She's beautiful. Squirrels will forsake their diet of acorns and nuts and begin to feed on human flesh.
Wow.
Yeah, so there you have it. So if you're wondering whether this year will be better than last year, the short answer is yes. And you're welcome. This is Captain Dave signing off. Get back to work, pussies. Bye-bye.
All right, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Dave. Now, you were mentioning this, what is it, Bras Across the River?
Mm-hmm. It's a charity event, so.
Yeah, I remember. Where is it again?
It's in Mississippi, I believe.
Okay.
MISSI, it says IPPI.
We have a tribute to Braziers. This is a classic from Haywood Banks.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys' war they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
Haywood Banks, and certainly one of the classics. Thank you very much,
yes.
Haywood. Haywood's got a bunch of stuff now on the various streaming services that had not been there for a long time, so check that out. Right now, we return to the sports desk with Mr. Chick McGee. Is that correct?
We have one more world record. However, can you see that from there, Josh?
I can, yes. Would you like me to read the head?
No.
That part there?
What is that? Is that coffee?
It looks like coffee.
It's me. I did that.
You spilled coffee.
I did. I spilled coffee on it as I was carrying it from the printer to...
Is this just part-time for you? Is that what you just really don't
I had my
care
hands full. I was busy. It was early.
Coworkers, I don't know.
Why don't you come in early?
She is waiting hand and foot on you because you're too lazy to walk to the printer that's 20 feet away from your fat ass, huh?
It is way over there. I finally did get her to stop giving me fortune cookie news fortune cookie sports.
I have fortune cookie news. Look, I have all kinds of little.
Yeah, she cuts the paper
I
up.
cut them up. I like...
She can't do news without scissors.
I can't.
You don't hear
I can't.
Murrow saying that. Anyway.
And I apologize. Your ass is very small.
world record. I have no ass.
I know you.
Colorado has reclaimed the world record for the longest shot ski. This again. The Denver Post reports that the record has been traded back and forth recently between Breckenridge Distillery and Distillery in Park City, Utah.
Sorry.
That's all the time we have for this story. I'm sorry. Distillery in Park City, Utah, Breckenridge Distillery, and a bar in Eagle River, Wisconsin. A Shotski involves alcoholic shots
at a Russian bar.
Being taken by multiple people simultaneously from a ski with shot glasses glued on ice all back at the same time.
It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, good time.
Shot takers line up. 2 months after High West Distillery in Park City took the record with 1,333 people and 433 shot skis.
Wow. It's not all one.
No, Breckenridge, no.
No, it's not one big long.
No.
See, I'm with Josh. I thought they bolted together hundreds of skis and so it's
on the highway.
No way that would work.
No, because the tip of the ski goes up and you'd have a big circle then. You'd have to have a circle.
Yes, it would.
No, you'd only have the ski in the front would have the tip going up, and the rest of them you'd cut off the tip, and it would just be this big long ski.
Anyway, the new record is 1,350 people and 468 shot skis. According to the newspaper.
They all went skiing, and good news for the local orthopedic surgeon.
The event raised $20,000 for
that's nice.
A charity.
The trick with a shot ski, everyone's got to kind of be the same height. I did it. My buddies, they're like 6'6". I caught some rumplements in the eye. No fun for anybody.
Rumplements.
What's rumplements?
It's a peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
That's
good shot.
Shoot it.
That's all right.
No, that is awful stuff.
Yes.
Get drunk on that once and you'll never do it again.
Is that the one where you were famously telling me that you could taste it on the way back out?
Oh, yeah.
Minty fresh.
Ate it.
That's Chris. Ever have a buttery nipple?
Yep.
No, I mean,
Certs is a breath mint. Certs is a candy mint. Rupplemans is a beverage. It's a candy mint. Remember that famous debate?
That was a big advertising debate.
My brother would always go, Certs is a breath mint. Certs is a candy mint. You're right. Thus implying, and air goes.
Is that the kind of humor that's flying back and forth between the Griswold boys?
Yeah, there you go. Breckenridge having some fun sounds good, and not to mention, that's cool. I'm surprised that
skiing.
No, it makes sense that it's Eagle River, Wisconsin. I'm kind of surprised it's Park City, Utah.
Why? Oh, because of the Mormons not drinking.
Yeah. Did they finally get rid of that little miniature bottle thing there?
Mm-hmm.
That's gone now.
Was that in Utah or just South Carolina?
That was South Carolina.
No, it was
in Utah and Salt Lake.
It was in Salt Lake, too.
And you had to buy a membership into a private club.
Airplane bottles?
Yeah, you'd go in there, these little mini airplane bottles.
All those shots in South Carolina, they give you an airplane. That was a whole shot, and it was like a shot and a half.
Mm-hmm. Believe me, go to Sundance. Park City, they party it up.
Oh, I've been to Park City.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Deer Valley, very nice.
Yeah, I have a home.
The driest snow in America. So great for skiing. And the Deer Valley, one of the few places that has the sanity to ban snowboarding. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
I made this crazy movie called Freddy Got Fingered, and it was I wrote it, I directed it, and it was a really really crazy movie, and it won the Raspberry Awards, and people said it was the worst movie ever made, and all this stuff. But that was sort of the point, was to make the craziest
worst movie, yeah.
Kind of the point of it, right? So now what's happened is, and really what's been a really exciting thing about going and doing these shows is, people are coming out to the shows. They're bringing their Freddy Got Fingered DVDs, and it's sort of turned into a bit of a cult, smash. I've gotten a call from the studio recently. They said the DVDs have been selling through the roof. They've sold over 1 million units of the DVD.
And didn't I hear that you're going to do a director's cut?
I want to do a director's cut of the movie because because there are scenes that just when you edit when you do one of these commercial studio movies, especially a movie like that, they focus group it, and you had to change things and tighten it all up.
Right.
So there are some crazy scenes that I'd like to get back into it, but also it's sort of just I think the irony of doing a director's cut for me personally is pretty funny.
Whenever there's a movie, there's always a porno movie that someone makes based on the title.
Yeah, it was called Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, back to you, Tom Green.
People actually, to be honest, the things that people really like out of the movie are some of the sillier scenes, not so much the gross scenes, but people always come up to me and they say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" Which is this line from the movie. "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" So I sing that on stage. Come see me on tour. We'll be singing some of the hits.
Sing along.
But,
all right.
That's your Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, that's my Stairway. The Bum Bum song would be my Stairway to Heaven. That went to #1 on MTV, the Bum Bum song.
When you Google Freddy Got Fingered, the first thing that comes up, the first line is Freddy Got Fingered quotes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then you go to that page and the sausage.
Yeah.
The sausage organ comment is the very first line.
Yeah, there's all sorts of very silly lines in the movie.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of quotes here.
So I was in a rap group when I was in Canada when I was a teenager. That was actually.
What were they called?
We were called Organized Rhyme. We were actually had a record deal when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
Right out of high school with A&M Records, and we had a #1 hit, in many
Canada?
markets in Canada. We were the Much Music Video Award of the Year for Best Rap Video. That was sort of the.
Is that on your website?
You can find it on there. Yeah, you can find it on there, and you can find it on YouTube. And the thing that was sort of my first sort of realization. Hey, I want to work in show business. I was sort of like all of a sudden I had this record, and we were touring, and we were doing radio shows, and I went and started my radio show, and right after that, and it was initially a rap music show that I turned into a talk show, which then turned into my TV show. Yeah, I've had a lot of great rappers on my website too. Like if you go on tomgreen.com, you can see me rapping with Too Short and Exhibit. There's this funny video of me rapping with Exhibit where I surprise him with this rap that's ended up on YouTube. It's got 2.5 million views now, and it's sort of funny because you see these rappers who just aren't expecting me to start rapping, and then I start rapping in their face, which is fun. So.
Canadian rap.
Right back
Canadian
at you.
rap. Yeah, you can see why you haven't heard of it. Canadian rap.
Tom Green is our guest.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Special guest, Randy Gandhi.
He's a Randy Gandhi. We say Randy.
Randy Gandhi?
Randy Gandhi.
Randy Gandhi. The answer is...
The answer is sputum samples.
Sputum samples.
Exactly.
The question...
What do you call someone who's a spitting image of junior samples? The answer is
yes.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Yes.
Oh no.
What did Barbie yell as she made love with Ken in the tool shed? The answer is aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Yes.
The question. Tough envelope.
What does the coat girl say to Sammy Davis right after she says, hat, sir? The answer is Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
What happens when Stevie Wonder tries to shave himself?
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display. Mardi Gras Ruoff details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That doesn't count when you do it that way. It's supposed to be natural during the whole thing, not end it like this.
It's quiz time.
There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hi, Josh.
It's quiz time, Jay.
The struggle's real. There's Ace Cosby.
It is National Trivia Day.
Manning the
That was National Spaghetti Day.
hotline, hot phone. Ooh, spaghetti. There's Willie Griswold. Good morning. I'm Chick McGee. You ever say Piscetti, Tom? That's
Sure.
fun. There's Tom.
There's a restaurant in St. Louis called Piscetti's. It's wonderful.
Are you serious? Oh, that's a great name.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me.
When I came back from vacation, I came over here early. Of course, get some work done.
Can you imagine what that
get those few.
Yeah.
Have the bomb squad just check my area.
Yeah.
Well, now you're talking.
And I found this in the green room.
I have one of those.
I need an explanation. It's I know this is radio. It's a shaft of about 12 inches with a sort of a flange.
What is it?
It's
about
a butt plug.
4 inches
No,
deep.
it's not.
No, you grab it by
It's
the
a butt plug for a brontosaurus.
No, you grab it by the thick handle. And
You have one of those at home as
Anything's
well.
a butt plug handle.
It goes with your Vitamix.
Yeah.
What?
You shove
Yes. It goes with the Vitamix. It goes in the center of your Vitamix, and when it gets clogged up, you push it in there, and it moves the stuff
So
around.
it's a form of pestle?
You
Yes.
really not know what that is?
No, I thought
You own one.
there's a lot of things I own that I've never even seen. So let's not.
It's butt pluggish.
But it does look that way, but it is, yes, it goes in the center of your Vitamix.
Yeah, it's for the adventurous, and then if you flip it over, the more adventurous.
Don't the blades chew up the bottom thingy?
You turn you turn it off.
Boy, the bladed
And
butt
you-
plug was
Well,
not
what
a
do you-
top seller.
What do you think, Tom?
Okay, Tom.
Tom, when the Vitamix people came up with that, did somebody go, hey, don't make it too long, blades will chop up the end of it? You don't think they probably thought of that before they
No, you
they
turn
made
it off first because it'll stop when
And
it
then
gets
you-
too full.
you push your celery or
Yeah, and then you
spinach
push it
or
around, and then
whatever,
you turn
and-
it back on, or because it has the
Well, I
little.
only use that. I only use that for one thing.
So do I, and my smoothies sometimes do get clogged up because you don't put enough liquid
What else
in
gets
them.
clogged up? We'll go around
None
the
of
horn
your
here. Ace. Most clogged up body part. Go.
My nose.
Urethra hole.
Ear hole. Left nostril. I don't
I'm
know.
really surprised you haven't seen that before.
Oh, I was just curious. I thought it was some
Yeah.
kind of
Sexual device?
that or like a weird dog toy.
Yeah, it looks kind of like you couldn't afford to get your kid the lightsaber, so you get him that, so you can play in the garage.
Broke light. That's right. You
The light knife.
You just go. Zzz. Have you seen the commercial for the thing that's the real lightsaber? Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
You seen this?
I've
John?
only read about it.
It's a flash. It's like this military grade flashlight.
Right.
You hold it next to paper, it catches it on fire.
Oh, that's not what I read about.
It's not an actual, like, the lightsabers like we
I read
in the Star
these
Wars
guys
thing.
that think they've actually been able to figure out how to stop
Right.
the lightsaber at the end.
No, this is like a military grade flashlight.
Okay.
And they show the guy walking up to paper and it just sets it on fire. It is so cool.
Wow.
I'm not sure if it's legal in all states. But
You like fire.
Yeah, he
don't you?
does.
Sure do.
Yeah.
That's
You like fire.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We have fire in the news. Christy, do you have that fire story for us? I think it's kind of cool.
Go ahead.
What's happening in the world of fire?
Were you done over there?
Yeah, we are.
Fire in the news.
Firefighters in Los Angeles battled a blaze fueled by pallets of hand sanitizer.
Oh.
Firefighters put out the fire in downtown Los Angeles Monday afternoon. The incident first reported as a trash fire, but crews eventually determined a pile of pallets containing hand sanitizer was burning. Cause of the fire under investigation.
Hey, Josh, did you hear it was hand sanitizer?
For God's
Did
sake.
any of that hand sanitizer survive?
Really? Was the flames so
It was
hand
No,
sanitizer.
stop it. It was arson.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, the arsonist made a clean getaway.
Yeah.
Never mind. We have actually.
Never mind.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's much better than this. Hit the bell.
It was a pallet of several pallets of hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that stuff was flammable.
It's basically
Alcohol, yeah.
So it's sort of like napalm.
during the
kind of jelly and
during the height of COVID, a lot of distilleries would shut down and
Make hand sanitizer.
Oh, that's
Remember?
And it was good, and everyone needed it, but it smelled kind of weird.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of chalky.
Wasted some good vodka doing it.
Wow.
they sure did.
That's dangerous, though. Does it give off fumes?
I don't know.
Do you ever notice that when you go to some places and you like you're at a restaurant and you go and you use their soap and you come back and your hands smell all flowery and weird?
Yeah, some of them do have sense, don't they?
What do you want your hands to smell like?
Well, I don't want it to smell like, I've been fisting some daisy field.
Well, I never thought I'd hear that expression in my life.
Why did I ask?
Yeah, this is your fault.
I know.
Who is Daisy Field and what's her phone number?
There we go. And apparently there are many Daisy Fields. Some Daisy Field.
Well, I think finally score one for soap. And what did we? I'm trying to remember. What did we just find out that hand sanitizer doesn't kill and soap and water does? Remember we were talking about this a couple of months ago. The importance of using soap and water to keep your
Soap
hands
and water is more important than hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I forget what it was, so that's I'll
look it up.
It was syphilis, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, good to know. A little bit of ivory on the old shanker.
Oh my God.
Ivory shanker sounds like someone that Dick Kitzwater would be sitting in for.
Yeah, sounds like a boxer
Sitting in for ivory shanker. Yeah, the great Filipino middleweight, Ivory Shanker.
Rookie Karoka.
Now I've got a quiz for you, Josh.
Yes, please.
You're so smart.
Well, no.
I would not get this right. Do you know how to spell Shanker as in venereal disease?
Well, if I had to guess, I would say, boy, I don't.
Isn't it a CH?
CHA.
Yeah.
That's what I would have guessed.
Is it A-N-C-A-R-E? I thought it was K.
Now, is a shanker and a canker the same thing?
I've always wondered that.
Well, I'm not sure, but wouldn't it be great during one of those boring spelling bee competitions to just start throwing in all these sexually transmitted disease-related terms? All right.
Pustule.
Susie, spell gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are words that people actually need to know how to spell, as opposed to the ones at the various spelling bees. Christy, give me the teaser. What's coming up?
Coming up, we have a lost engagement ring found after 21 years. You'll be surprised where. And we have toys for grown-ups making a big comeback. I don't know if they ever went away. But
That ring was found in the toilet, by the way. You said it earlier.
It's not really a teaser.
not everyone listens to every minute, you tool.
Yeah, they do.
Why wouldn't they?
Because you're speaking. Coming up, we also have an opportunity to name a Pygmy Hippo.
Yes, we do.
Cute little fella.
Little baby thing born in the Richmond Zoo.
Okay, and that's a good excuse.
Kill it now!
Pat, can you start working up your famous Hippo song?
I like that Hippo song.
Okay, good. I like that very much too.
Hippopotamus.
Also coming up, We'll be visiting with the lovely Allie Breen with something we call Sexy Time. And I'll also remind you that Mr. Godwin, in a couple of weeks, is going to be at a place called One Night Stands.
Are you still doing that out in front of people?
I'm trying to.
Okay. After killing it for a week in Lexington. One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan, with Willie G. Coming up Friday and Saturday, January, what is it?
13th and 14th.
13th and 14th. Okay, thank
The
you very
young
much.
buck and the old.
War horse.
All right. Well, when we come back, maybe we can get a song out of you, Pat. Maybe that Hippo thing. How about that? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to Bob.
Hey everybody, you guys all know Ms. Pat, the great comedian. Well, I've been promising her for a long time that I would take her out for a dream date with some custom sushi. So here we are, Pat. How do you like it?
Wow, Tom, you own this place?
Well, it's called Tamo. It's a Japanese.
Tamo.
Yeah. And we're gonna get some nigiri and that's the name of the fish dish. It's called nigiri. It's very unfortunate. Maybe
I'm
we should
thinking
call
you
it
about to bring
African.
I was about to say you about to bring some Africans out here. Hold on, Nigeria.
It's called nigiri. I can't.
What's in it?
It's nigiri is it's like a piece of rice with fish on top. It looks like a Hostess Twinkie with fish, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Just back me up on this one. And we should certainly get a couple of rolls.
And do this stuff come cooked? Hot? Some of them. Yeah, you got anything cooked?
Well, your lunch is going to be cooked, but
okay.
the rolls will be. We'll just let you try them, see if you like them.
Okay. Tom, you were
Tomo
too in
special.
control of this. I'm a black woman. Give me that menu so I can read. I'm not used to no man ordering for me.
You like the soup?
I like the soup.
Okay, good.
Is the food pretty good here?
Food's great here.
Is this where you get your custom sushi?
Yeah, that's what's coming. Believe me, it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, really? I'm going to have to start hanging out here.
I bet you're the only one here who's ever had a bullet in their boob.
I bet you I am too. Everybody look like they got benefits at this table.
Go ahead.
I bought you something to show you my appreciation.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to open it up.
I just saw the name and made me laugh.
It's a candy jock strap.
I can't fit that, but I can put it around my neck for you. I got something else for you.
There's something
too.
else in here. Candy nipple tassels.
That's because I'm missing a nipple.
Okay, Ms. Pat, here's some custom sushi. I had the guy make it for a special. Give it a try. It's salmon and tuna. No. May I?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Open your mouth. Say ah. Don't spit it out, seriously. Do you like it? You don't like it, really? Well, try chewing on it. Try swallowing it. You really don't like it? Seriously? Excuse me.
They say the problem started with that winter storm spiraled out of control when Southwest's crew scheduling software failed. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, and good morning, and welcome to the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show, well, you know. Let's go to the phones and just go to the phones, huh? Good morning, you're on the program.
Hello, Mr. Insinuation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have a...
Got a...
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's with my wife.
Okay.
And, well,
she's not letting you...
You know.
Or she's not giving you...
Well, yeah, and...
oh, boy.
You know, I was wondering how long that would...
She's not doing the...
Yeah. And
Okay. Have you tried...
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but have you tried this?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Mr.
Now,
I.
have you followed... Now, if you tried that, follow it up with one of these.
Okay.
And then immediately after that, give it one of these.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
All right, well, thank you for every...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's over there. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
At the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Once again, Ace is not shaving. And you guys think it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you just saying that because you're afraid of it?
Not at all. No. Cool guy.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Do you try to give off that kind of scary vibe, Ace? Because you're very friendly and kind.
And you're kind of failing.
I'm kind of Jekyll and Hyde.
Really? Oh, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, of course you did. You suspected that all along.
There's like a badass Ace out there.
Yeah, I've done stuff.
Yeah.
I've done stuff.
Do you have a gang?
No.
You ever been in a fist fight?
There was some things happened in school back in the day.
Oh, defensive or offensive?
Defensive, of course.
Oh,
Did you make a shiv out of a number 2 pencil?
Is the rule at school still that if somebody comes up to you and punches you, and you punch them back, that you're both suspended for an equal amount of time?
I think so.
That is such horse ass. I remember my dad losing his mind in a principal's office. I wasn't there, of course. He just told me about it because my brother got punched, and then he pushed the kid back, and they both were suspended for 6 days, and or whatever it was. And my dad goes, "Well, all right, well, good. From now on, I'm going to tell my kids just to swing away. If even just defending yourself gets you suspended, I beat the crap out of the kid." And apparently he was told, "Mr. Arnold, that's not very helpful."
Did your dad point out that he was a Vietnam combat veteran?
No, he didn't. He wouldn't. He didn't throw that around.
Badass. Now, we have an opportunity to, once again, gleefully embrace the world of comedy with, of course...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What happens when you touch Dwayne Johnson's butt?
I don't know what.
You hit rock bottom.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Come on, chick. Some inspired silliness. That's pretty funny.
You see, his nickname is The Rock, you see.
Oh, yeah.
So this would be at the bottom of the...
I've always called him Dwayne.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every now and then Wayno, but...
Never The Rock.
When you were a little boy, my mother always referred to the area as the bottom. What did your mom call it? Like tushy or ass? She would say your ass to a
Gonna
little
beat
boy.
your ass, stuff like that.
Okay.
Hey, he asked.
I'm always sorry whenever I explore this
Well, we
childhood
grew
thing.
up a little differently than you.
That's a shame. Christy, what did you call yours?
What did I call mine?
Or your mommy? Did she say
Ass.
really?
Hell yes.
How many strings of pearls did your mother own?
I don't know. My mom grew up very poor.
See, I don't have to think
during the
about it at all.
Depression.
None.
Your mom didn't grow up. She may have grown up poor, but when you were around, they were living quite comfortably.
It was okay.
Bobo. We grew up. My grandma said Bobo, and then we grew up saying
Bobo.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Isn't that your elbow?
Isn't that what somebody called your elbow, chick?
That's what we used to call it, the Bobo. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bobo. Dinkus was the penis.
Oh,
Remember that?
no, we were, Bobo. And then my uncle called it the moneymaker. The thing the other fellows who buy these tapes wants to see. That's what he said.
Uncle called it, this is our little secret.
Actually and honestly, I think my mom called it your butt. I'm going to whip your butt.
She said, your butt?
Tell your parents and they'll be mad at you.
Ace, in your household, how did the one refer to the backside?
I think it was bottom. Just bottom.
Bottom, yeah.
Butt.
Okay.
What do you call it now?
Yeah, what do you
What do you say to your daughters if you go, did you fall on your tuchus?
Tuchus?
No.
Yeah. What about tuchus?
No.
Bum.
I think I would say butt.
Yeah.
And we've had to establish a new rule: no butt talk at the table.
Yeah.
We said butt a lot growing up.
Gee, I wonder where they got that.
They'll just be making up songs,
Dad,
and
that's
they're
where
all
all
about
the
butts.
I'd like to think it's not the kids. It's Kelly looking at Tom. Tom just whispered something in her ear. And she, no butt talk at the table.
They get that honestly, I'm sure.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
The word butt is funny.
We return to the...
What about butthead, Josh? You ever call somebody a butthead in the heat of the moment?
Oh,
Real
man.
good time.
What are you looking at, butthead?
Butthead. We called each other butt. Butt face was big with my
really?
brothers and I. And then Joey Wednesday changed the game once when he called me Buster Fart Face, and we couldn't believe it.
Good. Wow. Is fart face, is it hyphenated?
I have no idea.
I like Buster Fart.
Because my mom would call us Buster Brown. Or would she go, you're going to be in trouble, Buster Brown, or every now and again.
Yeah,
and
but your mom didn't know how to
whipped
talk,
out
did she?
Buster Fart Face. What's that?
She didn't know how to talk, your mother. She says Sundays, remember, for Sunday?
Oh, yeah, she does say Sundays.
You go to church on Sunday? That's dumb.
No, she doesn't say that. It's just, I think it's because it's spelled A-E at the end.
So,
Is that why?
So she's like sort of really hitting that diphthong of the A-E.
Oh, nice.
Sunday.
Christy, speaking of naming things, we have a news story about naming something once again. This time it's a miniature hippo?
it's a pygmy hippo, a zoo in Virginia asking for the public's help in naming their new pygmy hippo. The Metro Richmond Zoo said the female calf was born to parents Iris and Corwin on December 6th.
That's good.
The zoo put out a call for name suggestions. For those of you who don't know, the pygmy hippo is a native to West Africa and is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List.
I've got to tell you, look, it's a really cute little feller.
Yeah, he's very cute.
And it will stay tiny?
They stay smaller, obviously, than the...
Okay.
The picture I'm looking at, a full-size one is about the size of a St. Bernard, and it is very funny looking.
Very cute.
So, can you incorporate the physical aspects of this critter to give it?
Probably. What do you suggest?
Why? What do you think?
Going along with that whole McThing thing, how about Shorty McFatso?
Oh, no.
Oh, I see.
It's not fat. It's cute.
That's interesting, Tom.
Bulky. Little
Iris and Corwin are the parents.
Those are weird names for a hippo.
Yeah.
What about, didn't Escobar bring all the hippos over to Colombia? Call him Pablo? That's kind of fun.
It's a girl, though. Can you call a girl Pablo?
Pabla, yeah.
Pabla, yeah.
And now the famous...
Call her a problem's what I call her.
Oh, okay. There are...
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show, Jumbo here, bitch.
Oh, hi, Jumbo.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Did you guys celebrate?
Not really. Did you?
Oh, man, yeah. Midnight, I go out there and I honk my trunk.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Happy
nice.
freaking New Year.
You make the trunk unwind like one of those blower things.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, blowing out there. Hey, you guys hear about that pygmy hippo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're trying to name this little critter. I guess so. It's a she.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think I got the perfect name for it.
Oh, what's that?
You know what you call a pygmy hippo?
What?
call it Zippo the hippo.
Hey!
You know why?
Why?
Because compared to a regular hippo, it's a little lighter.
That's very nice.
Hey, can you text that one to Ace for me?
Can I text it?
Yeah, can you text it? Do you have an iPhone?
I had an iPhone.
Was
They
it stolen?
say it's a touch screen, but it's not very, robust, I don't feel.
Oh.
Remember when they used to have those thumbprint IDs?
Yeah.
That's discrimination. I don't have thumbs.
Stomp.
Which iOS are you using?
I have 16. I think. Hang up the phone.
I'm going to go fix my weather app.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, thank you very much. Coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. I was sort of looking forward to that. Hey, Pat, do you remember I asked you about your Hippo song?
Yeah, I do.
Is this the one that's about Escobar?
It is indeed.
And the story in that is...
Don't give it away.
Well, no, but I mean, the background story is Pablo Escobar, the famous drug lord, imported hippos from Africa and brought them over to South America. And now they're, even though he is long deceased, these hippos are taking over some river and they don't know what to do with them.
Right.
It's problematic. And they've considered castrating them, I guess, which would be a trick, or giving them birth control, or just culling the herd. And your tune describes this.
Yeah. Oh, it was a costly notion, shipping hippos across the ocean. They flew me on a plane. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Though I weighed many tonnies, Escobar had lots of monies from trafficking cocaine. Oh, I could tell you things. If this hippo talked, I'd sing. There were guns and guys were there to buy some blow. I could name names. He's dead, right, Pablo? Other hippos, they are twaking, but my balls, they aren't working. I've been neuterized. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I came here for vacation. Now I'm looking at castration. Why am I so despised? Try and catch me, you bastards.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he started with 3, and now there are about 140 of these hippos roaming this river.
From 3?
Yeah, 1 female and 2 male, or 1 male and 3. No, 4. 1 male and 3 females. Sorry.
There we go.
What is it about these billionaires that they all suddenly have to have their own zoos?
I don't know.
Have you ever owned a hippo? It's crazy, man.
Oh, it's a nonstop entertainment.
So you know my rule.
A giraffe?
Wow.
Dogs only.
Yeah, that's your problem.
That's my rule. What do you? You're a dog guy. What do you learn? A fish or a cat or?
No, gosh, no. Dogs. Okay. Dogs and only dogs.
Okay, Christy.
Yes.
Do you have a
Coming
cat?
up. What? I don't have any hippos. Not at home. No.
Okay, just checking.
No, and I don't have any exotic pets anymore. You've weaned me of that.
What was the stupid one you had?
I had a chinchilla.
I love that thing. Cute.
She's passed on, by the way.
Yeah.
Sad. 2022. So
Yeah, that was an accident. You know, that was an accident.
No, she died. She lived like 20 years.
Didn't you finally dump her on some friend of yours?
I didn't dump her.
Yeah. She hanged herself out of sadness.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a tiny little rope.
It was sad.
And they are castrating hippos down in at Pablo's deal. Yeah.
So how do they catch them?
I don't know how they catch them. Well, they would tranquilize
Don't hippos
them.
kill more human beings than any other land animal other
To
than...
be honest, according to this account, it's very complicated. Everything with hippos is difficult because of their size.
I like when news stories say that. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
A wildlife veterinarian works with a wildlife charity to solve the hippo problem, and they are apparently castrating them. So I would guess that they would have to just...
I was bored.
Oh, like you wouldn't eat Hippo Balls pizza, Josh?
Hippo Balls pizza is a delicacy
Once
that I have
found,
yet to try, and I would love to.
the male hippos are tranquilized, and then they have to be moved, and then they have to castrate them. So good luck with all that.
Wow, okay. Well, good to know. Thank you very much, Christy. What's coming up when we come back?
Coming up, we have an aquarium that burst in Berlin in a hotel lobby that was huge. We have kids and toys. Actually, we have toys for grown-ups. And we have a young man who hit 120 and was pulled over, and he has a very interesting explanation as to why he was going so fast.
I can't drive 55.
No.
We'll find out about that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show has a couple of podcasts out there you may be interested in listening to in your free times.
Well, I was born in a small town and live in a small town. Papa died in a small town. Oh, the small communities. And all my friends, it's a small town. My parents live in the same small town. My job is a small town. Provides a little opportunity. Educated in a small town. Taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another woman, no money, that's me. But I seen it out in a small town. Had myself a bow in a small town. Married an LA doll and brought her to this small town. That small town is like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from. And I forget the people who love me. I can be myself here in a small town. People let me be just what I want to be. Got nothing against a big town. Man, it's still hazy enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town. And I can breathe in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where they bury me.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see why people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schmitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chick Star.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick.
You're welcome.
A couple quick things. We have some happy news from the world of the NFL, and that is we have a new winner for Week 17 of the Pigskin Pick'em competition. Trent Stover of Gallipolis, Ohio, is our winner, and he won himself the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini-Max. One more week of the contest, and you can get involved. Chick, there is not a Thursday nighter, is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. The two games on Saturday.
You got a little bit of time to get going here and pick all the games this weekend. You don't have to pick against the spread. You go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could be the winner of a Big Green Egg Mini-Max. While we were on vacation, we still had a couple of winners. Michael Sheets from Terre Haute, Indiana, and David Jantz. Mr. Jantz is from Tomahawk, Wisconsin. David Jantz.
The fugitive.
There you go. I can't resist. Oh, that was David Jansen. Sorry. I get so confused.
We're going to have a big egg party tomorrow.
We are.
Yeah.
A little bit of a cookout.
A little pizza party? You forgot all about it,
He
didn't you?
had forgotten.
You look surprised.
I am surprised. That'll be fun. Are we doing the Big Green Egg Pizza?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Oh,
Heck
that'll be
yeah.
It's
great.
right here on the green sheet.
You know,
The
I
big
have
green
better
egg.
things to do. Now, let's just move forward
Yeah,
here.
like complain about there's no green sheet. If there's no green sheet, then there is a green sheet and you don't read it.
I'm looking at the orange sheet.
What the hell's wrong with you?
The orange sheet's the comedy show dates.
Oh, look, here we go. Willie G and Patty G, January 13th and 14th at One Night Stands, STAN', in Waterford, Michigan. Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And then Pat's going to be in Youngstown at the Funny Farm. That'll be a killer set of shows Friday and Saturday, January 27th and 28th. Lots of cool stuff coming up from everybody out there. And Kostaki Economopoulos is working this weekend at the Eagles Lodge in Lafayette and the Zora Shrine in Terre Haute. Then he's heading back. Am I getting this right? Heading back to California to watch Georgia. Take on
TCU. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Right now, we're going to let Christy Lee take on another news story. What have you got over there?
A 19-year-old admitted to reaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. He told police in Iowa he floored the vehicle, quote, because a good song came on his stereo.
Oh.
According to a court complaint, a witness called 911 to report a reckless driver speeding and swerving all over the road. A sheriff's deputy subsequently spotted the suspected vehicle as it flew past him at 100 mile per hour plus.
I tell you what, I was just going 65, and then that Nora Jones tune came on. I had to floor it.
It was Nora Jones, but when the car was pulled over,
Adele, hello.
The driver, Mr. Nicholas Bernard, reportedly admitted to going 120 miles per hour at one point. The teen explained he was speeding because a good song came on his stereo in his 2006 Honda Accord EX. In addition to a speeding citation, the 19-year-old now faces drug charges because when he opened the glove box to retrieve his registration and insurance card,
whoops,
guess what? Cops spotted deputy spotted a large amount of marijuana in plain view in the glove compartment. A subsequent search of the vehicle turned up a smoking pipe and other drug paraphernalia.
Well, that's unusual to be smoking pot and going fast. Wouldn't one think the opposite would be true?
Well, he might not have been smoking pot at the time. He just, maybe he was going somewhere to smoke the pot.
What was the song you was listening to?
That's a great question, Josh. I wish I had
And if you were
that
the
info.
judge, would you make your judgment based on what the tune was?
Yes.
Absolutely. So it's the guitar solo from Freebird. Keep going. You're okay, son.
Freebird? He's 19. He's not listening to that.
Oh. I'm sorry. It happens to be a classic. You dismiss it. I'm sure it wasn't.
No, she didn't dismiss it. She said that young teen is not listening to Skinner.
He's missing out then.
Okay.
What song makes you go fast?
I don't know. A lot of them.
Christy, what about you?
Radar Love, Golden Earrings, go-to.
That's a good one.
Love that song.
There are a lot of tunes just make you want to kind of press down on the accelerator, not necessarily go over 120.
Well, no.
Ace, what are your
car would go that fast.
What's your go-to? You're famous for driving slow.
Yeah, what gets you up there to 45, 46? What?
I enjoy talk radio like this.
Now, have you learned your lesson yet?
Yes,
Don't ask him anything.
Never ask him again. Josh, would it be?
Oh man, I don't know. Probably something Static X, Slipknot, Rob Zombie, somewhere around there.
Some kind of heavier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what it is for me.
What is it?
Choctaw Bingo, 8-minute version, James McMurtry.
What?
The live version. Yeah.
That makes you go fast.
Yeah, I love that song.
Never heard that.
I love it
One
too.
chord, it just chugs along.
It does chug for sure.
All right. Okay. Well, very good. Well, Willie, you got a tune that?
No report on what he was saying.
The Strokes. They're kind of fast-paced. That'll make me speed up a little bit.
Okay.
That'd be good.
He's not the only 19-year-old in the news. A 19-year-old man in California has been arrested in connection with a fake parking ticket scam. Authorities allege the man designed the fake tickets, put them on cars near the beach in Northern California in hopes of collecting real payments. Santa Cruz police said the false citations included a QR code linking potential victims to a website to pay a fine. Investigators do not know how many fake tickets the man put on cars or how many victims may have paid the bogus fines. The 19-year-old was arrested on suspicion of unlawful use of a computer system and attempted fraud, and he has denied receiving any payments.
You could tell that it was fake because it was actually easy to pay the parking ticket. You didn't have to mail something or go to some website 2 weeks later because they haven't put it in the system yet.
Yeah, but
he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's kind of a pretty good scam.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, Willie's right though. I mean, that'd be such an easy way to pay a ticket.
Sure.
Make it. Okay, here's a song. I think this is one of the ones I think would make me speed up. Let me see if I can get this to play. When you hear this,
I can see that.
An instant 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
School zone. Crank it. Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, I was just...
That is a good idea. There should be a way that your GPS hooks up to your radio, and that way if you're going through a school zone, it turns off Tom Petty and turns on Norah Jones.
Yes.
It turns off Black Sabbath, puts on Tears in Heaven. Tears in Heaven. Makes you slow down a little.
Yes.
Tears in Kevin is completely different.
Tears in Kevin.
I love that.
I hate it
Tears on Kevin. No.
And it's Tears and Kevin.
Tears,
It was a Frankie Goes to Hollywood song.
Tears and Kevin. How about the old ass cherry?
Fissure.
I don't think we added the fucking.
And we're not done with our driving hunk. Police led on a chase by a driver who allegedly fell asleep behind the wheel of his Tesla. According to the New York Post, police in Bamberg, Germany, attempted to pull over a Tesla on the A70, but the driver did not respond. Officers pursued the vehicle for about 15 minutes and noticed the Tesla kept the same distance from the patrol car and maintained a speed of about 68 miles per hour. They also saw that the driver had his hands off the steering wheel and was reclining in his seat with his eyes closed.
Isn't this why you get one of those cars?
The 45-year-old eventually woke up and pulled over. The man reportedly showed signs that he was under the influence of drugs. He said that he used a device to, quote, trick the vehicle's safety system into sensing that his hands were on the steering wheel.
Thus now giving the idea to hundreds of Tesla owners.
I wonder what his trick was.
I'm sure he wasn't the first guy to come up with this.
Is that some kind of, is it a heat sensor?
I don't know what it would be.
A clamp? Would that do it? That's crazy, though.
There you go with your zip tie and a clamp and a hot water bottle. That's all you need.
Hey, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's blaming the autopilot for the speeding? Because, Josh, you could see how wrong this could go, though.
Sure.
What if there's a construction thing up ahead or an accident? This guy's snoozing away.
Yeah, but aren't these cars meant to, if they sense something, they stop?
Allegedly,
in front of it?
yeah.
But is this that sophisticated?
Why get a self-driving car if you can't sleep in it? I don't understand. Why the hell are people buying them?
I wish I had an argument.
Or that you can't be drunk in. Isn't that why you get a self-driving car?
Hi, I'm Josh, I'm an officer. The damned autopilot took me to the strip.
I'm hammered, but who cares? My car drives itself. That's what these are for. Good points.
I don't think
You are making very good points.
But I don't think they're at that level of sophistication yet.
Well, then they shouldn't sell them yet. They're not ready.
There are other aspects of the cars that are nice.
And he was only going 68. I thought that...
Well, still, if you're going 68 and you're asleep and there's an accident up ahead and there's 4 people standing in the highway.
But the Tesla would stop.
Car's got it.
In time?
Car's got it.
Yeah, it's supposed to stop.
I'm skeptical.
If I bought if they said this car is self-driving and I fell asleep in it and I got into a wreck, I would be a billionaire because I would sue the pants off them. This is false
I don't think they're claiming that it's self-driving yet. I think those are modified versions of these cars that have much more sophisticated.
I'll look at the fine print.
Much more sophisticated sensors.
I think it's like one of those radio stations I used to work for, operator-assisted automation instead of self-driving.
Oh, so it would play beautiful music as you.
Yeah, then you come in and give the hourly ID, and then now back to the beautiful sounds of the Miami Valley.
Yeah, a chick and I both did that.
The station I worked for had it down the hall.
Oh, that's why you get
a guy
the
would
radio,
fall
isn't
asleep
it?
all the time.
No, it was like.
Well, the first thing you learn in radio is that you will play many songs that you hate.
Yes. Yes.
This is not you in your room playing your favorite.
But I don't think they call it that. They used to call it beautiful music. It was like elevator music or Muzak. Or it would be the Holly Ridge Strings doing Beatles songs. I'm not even sure those stations exist anymore.
I haven't heard them in a while.
All the people that listen to them are dead. And we'd have to do that. It was all on tape.
Yep.
You'd walk in the other room and record stuff and shove it into a machine.
Were all the ads for old people stuff, like those things that get you up the stairs and little scooters and hard candies, or?
Yeah, and it was Paul Harvey News.
Oh, yeah.
Love Paul Harvey.
Yeah, and he was selling those
Geritol ads.
those Bose Wave radios. Those were great.
Jeez, I still have one.
Do they still make those?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
Does anyone have a radio?
I have a Bose speaker that is Bluetooth to my phone.
Yeah, they make a wireless battery-operated Bose speaker. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you see, we used to have to play music we didn't like, but then we'd also get to play music we loved, like...
Hi, everybody.
It's Archie.
I'm Archie Bell of the Trails of Houston, Texas.
Oh, I love this.
We don't only sing, but we dance just as good as we want. In Houston, we just started a new dance called the Tighten Up. This is the music we tighten up
You
with.
just like this song? That's what we're...
That's
sorry.
why we're playing
I was just enjoying it very much.
You're not going to drive fast. It's not an old person song. Well, kind of.
It's a great.
That is a great song. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Do they call those stations now like soft jazz or something?
I don't know. That so-called format was beautiful music.
But you get in elevators now and you'll hear a Beatles song done that way, and you're like, whoa.
I was in a grocery store the other day and I heard one of my favorite songs, "Wasted Words" by the Allman Brothers. I thought, this is fairly hip.
Sound Brothers and
That is a good
Sisters.
song, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
1978, that would have been fairly
Yeah.
hip.
I got into an elevator once and they were playing a Ray Rice podcast. This is weird. Should they be doing this? I asked the concierge.
By the way, yesterday I had a moment.
Something else.
I was in the men's room and finished washing my hands, and I walked over to the dispenser, and I'm waving my hands in front of it, waiting for the the towels to spew out.
Yes.
A guy walks up and goes, "Sir, that has a crank."
Really?
And on the side, hidden from view.
Hidden from view. That's how they make those chicks.
Yeah, hidden from view. Everything he comes up with is always, now what we want to do is mess with the consumer, okay?
Now, have you been to the ones where you walk up and there's just a spout, a big one and a little one?
Yeah.
That's it. And then you got to kind of wave your hands
a certain way under.
A certain way, and then the water will come, and then
that's the rest area faucet.
Water will come.
And then the soap will come out of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you walk up and you're doing all the waving underneath, nothing's happening as you walk over to the next one over, and then there you go.
Right. Sometimes technology is flawed, yes, in the rest area.
I just like it when it's uniform. If the sink is automated, I want the soap to be automated too, because then I just lose my mind.
Yeah, maybe they should just have instructions. Just hire a guy to stand in there. Sir, you don't have to, there's no faucet there, sir.
I don't like the bathroom attendant. They make
I
me
don't
nervous.
know.
Me too.
What? You don't like him?
No, it makes
Where
me
else are you going to
nervous.
get cologne and Tic Tacs, man? I love that guy.
Here, $5. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
Just so sorry what I deposited, sir.
Yeah, they make a comment about your defecate. Yeah, that's what I do.
You may want to take a break.
Oh, God.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
You need an
What do you think
epidural.
You got a book of names, huh?
Yeah, the guy goes, you must be from Ohio.
Wow, he's very good.
Smells like a Buckeye.
Omelet 3 days ago, huh?
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah, there was a guy from Houston in here last week. Almost killed me.
Is that a Jimmy John's number 13?
He's very good.
No, but you know what I'm talking about, Christy. They have those in the ladies. You walk up. There's no, and you have to wave your hand under the soap thing, and all of a sudden it's you know, like a money shot in a porno.
As opposed to a money shot
At home?
in your accountant's office.
Are you ever going to say porn instead of porno?
Ever?
And what's your stupid reason for it? Do you think it sounds dirtier? It sounds stupider, I'll tell you that.
No, I think in a porno works.
No, I don't.
But when you watch porn, you star in a porno.
You watch porno.
Adult film.
In a porno.
Adult.
Well, first of all,
Trying to
Ace,
class it up.
Ace, the days of film are over, Ace, as you know. It's all video.
There's a few directors.
It's not
they
even all video.
They shoot a lot of stuff on 33 millimeter. It's very cool.
Now it's just shut on your
Christopher
phone.
Nolan.
Can you? Are there porno?
You know, film is video.
Are
too.
there
You
porno
see it.
directors that pretentious that they have to have it on film?
Well, no, didn't Zack Snyder do the only superhero movie I kind of sort of like is his cut of Justice League, Zack Snyder's, and it's in 3x4 because that's the way he wanted it, or
yeah,
he liked it that way, I guess. No widescreen for him. It's too easy to see, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Now, when we come back, Christy, what's happening over there?
We have an interesting way to rob banks in Denmark, and we have who is most empathetic, men or women? And we have toy makers aiming their products not at kids anymore, but grown-ups.
All right. Also, a couple of requests we're going to squeeze in. And by the way, I want to remind everybody once again, there is still time. In fact, plenty of time to get in on week 18 of the Pigskin Pick'em competition to win yourself a beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. And tomorrow is the Big Green Egg Mini Max pizza thing.
Yes, it sure is.
Oh, that's right, because today's Wednesday.
Yeah, Big Green Egg Playoff Pizza Party with Mark Sion. Yep. That's when we'll be doing it.
Good. In any event, go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick all the games this weekend in the NFL, and you could be our winner. Once again, congratulations to Trent Stover of Gallipolis, Ohio, the winner of Week 17. Also, congratulations. While we were gone, we had two winners, Michael Sheets of Terre Haute, and once again, David Jans from...
There we go.
David Jans, you mean...
The fugitive.
From Tomahawk, Wisconsin.
Yep, that's him.
He's not going to call it.
Never tired. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. These guys are all wound up and ready to rock, I think. So, Steve?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Well, looks like we got dumped.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could?
But if she comes back tomorrow,
I'll be shooting my wad on flowers in the rain, honey. Blow me.
a kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me
a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah! I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Mally.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss.
Oh,
I've been
Malcolm.
Oh, Pally.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows.
Woo! Fantastic.
The Bob and
Dean
Tom
Jerry.
Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
I was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to. BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but.
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's a problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes.
With Maria Bamford.
In English! I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yes, thank you very much.
I could say say something in Hindi. Kihale kuta permilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
Dog, goodbye.
Well, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah,
Do you speak a foreign language?
I went to a meetup group where you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like, sí, no, ay. It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
Guy answers the door.
Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom, dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room, the dog goes, hey, how you doing? I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind, and then, well, the Gulf War broke out, and so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers, and that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire.
Mm-hmm.
The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room, the other guys. He goes, what's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog?
9th. Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Check.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tom. There we go. Somebody wake Tom.
Mumble. Peanut butter in my mouth.
Say hello. Allman Brothers. What?
Pat, you feel like doing a song for us?
Sure.
What are you in the mood for?
But do we feel like hearing one?
Hey.
Oh.
How about that ring story? I find that fascinating.
All right, I can do that for you.
Fascinating.
21 years after losing a diamond engagement ring, a Florida couple says they finally found it lodged inside a toilet.
Covered in poop?
Nick Day proposed to his wife, Shania, with the diamond ring over 2 decades ago, but soon after, Shania lost the ring. Nick told the TV station, she came to me one day and said, I think I lost my ring. I think I may have flushed it down the toilet on accident.
Is that right?
They searched in vain for the missing ring, with Shania recalling she even climbed into the septic tank. So we could pump every bit of it through a strainer to find it.
No.
Manhandling for it.
Yeah.
No. That is just not right.
Last month, Nick's mother hired a local plumber to replace her toilet, where he found the ring lodged inside. After a thorough cleaning,
So
the ring was
it
wrapped
must
up.
have been between the floor, right?
In the P-trap?
Somewhere.
I have no idea. I don't know what a toilet looks like.
Well, what's that?
Boy, I'd hate to go to your house.
No, I mean on the bottom of it.
Crap in the corner.
I just pissed on the
Yeah, that's what I
Who
meant.
shat the frying pan?
Who knows what the inside of a toilet looks like?
Just crapped in the lettuce cooler.
That's exactly right.
Don't go there, Christy. That's the lettuce spinner. No, there's that like wax ring, right, Chick?
Yes.
There's the floor, then the wax ring, and then the toilet sits on that. It must have gotten wedged down in there.
After a thorough cleaning, the ring was wrapped up as a Christmas present by Nick's parents and given to the couple as a surprise Christmas night.
Nice. They renewed their vows.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Careful. He gave her the ring and said, I do.
All of that for I do. I mean, all of that.
Loved it.
You're in? McGee's in. I'm in.
Totally in.
I'm actually in too.
I would love to see his face when
I'm
he
still
was
laughing at
reading
frying
that.
pan.
He's red in the
No, they dipped the thing in bleach. They dipped the ring in bleach to clean it up, so it was in extra mint condition.
The man can't be stopped.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, that's funny too.
All gold in there.
Oh, God, you're
All gold. Solid gold.
I can't believe
you can't lose with that.
Would you want to put that on your finger, Christy?
No.
maybe if you had it exorcised.
You've had it on your finger before. You know, the toilet paper tears.
How desperate would you have to be to climb down into the septic system?
Pretty desperate.
That is just brutal. Oh, no.
You are so over this story, aren't you?
Yes, because I don't. Never mind. I'm trying to figure out where it would have been stuck. I don't understand.
I'm saying it probably fell on the floor and then got wedged between the actual bottom of the
No, it couldn't have gone into the floor. It couldn't have gone into the floor.
Really?
When they removed the toilet, it was probably
To look
sitting
for
there
the ring.
embedded in the wax ring.
No, they found they were just replacing the toilet.
I don't know.
Okay.
Pat, you have a tribute?
Yeah, sure. Love is a beautiful thing. So I bought her a pretty ring. My fiance went to the John, realized her ring was gone. It fell into the swirling toilet water. It went down, down, down. Tried to find it, couldn't spot her. The ring is gone, gone, gone. In the dirty water. In the dirty water. Found it 21 years later in what looked like sweet potato.
That sound you're not hearing is Tom laughing so hard. He's crying. He can't control himself.
Surrounded by filth and grit. Covered in a pile of... You can keep it, but don't put it on your finger. After 21 years, the smell, it still lingers. Because it's bean, bean, bean. And the dirty water. Yeah, the dirty water. Thank you very much. I'm Patty Cash.
Sweet potatoes. And 24 carats. Funny enough. The rings.
I wish I thought of that.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
Now, Josh, we were talking about porno.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And off-air, Josh has been, throughout the morning, reading the Pornhub annual report.
A yearly
Yeah, this is the year in review. I read all 57 pages.
Did you really?
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly charts and graphs.
I haven't read 57 pages since college. I mean,
it's fascinating. It is just fascinating.
How do they know, for example, they say that whatever it is, 50% of women watch, but how do they know if it's a man or a woman watching the shows?
I don't have the actual, what are they called?
Methodology?
Yeah. I don't have the methodology here, but they must know. I mean,
let me ask you, do they do, you were talking about director's cut. Do they do director's cuts of porno movies?
I don't know.
Or they have like the voiceover.
What would they leave out?
They go like Josh. There's Josh is in one, and then it would, and then the director goes, and here I cut to the purse to show that she can afford to buy him the pizza.
Oh, so you want you want commentary?
This is one of those. This is my fault.
What are you
we all
laughing
know.
at?
It is your
What are
fault.
you
Right.
laughing at?
Once again. This is my mistake for thinking my friend Tom wanted to talk with me.
Right. You wanted to have a conversation.
Wait, I missed it. Was it a fat or a prostitution angle?
It was everything, I think. It was, yeah. And so...
got the hooker of the pizza.
Yeah. Got it all.
The sophisticated director. Josh is a cinephile with an S. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, there was something I wanted to share with you. It's going to take me a second to look it up, but the AVN Awards are later. Maybe they're this weekend, actually.
Oh, really?
Is this for birds, Avian?
No, this is the Adult Video News.
Oh, AVN.
Awards, yes.
Okay, sorry.
And they have a category. I was looking at the nominees. And they have a category for best title, and I'm gonna.
Oh, Tom will love this story.
These titles are kind of knockoffs on regular, straight, real movies.
I don't think
some,
do they do that anymore?
Well, some these didn't seem to be parody titles so much as just clever titles. So I will look.
Yes.
I will have
Clever
that.
Mind of a Pornographer. Yeah.
I love that book.
Is that James Joyce? Yes. Portrait of a Pornographer as a young man.
Thomas Hardy, yes.
In Money Shot with Goggles, it's 3D.
Hey, those aren't goggles; they're rec specs, and they look cool.
When we come back,
we'll have some
examine
of those,
that. Also coming up next hour, it's Sexy Time with Allie Breen. We'll find out what's going on in the world of romance. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
working for Randy. From filling orders, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. No, big bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. No, I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know. There'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage. No.
Better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
It's
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going... Woo! Oh, yeah. Just the way you love them. Real girls on video going... Woo! All kinds of real girls on video going... Woo! All across America. Real girls on video going... Features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video Going features a group of loser drunk guys going... That's right. You get Real Girls on Video Going and loser drunk guys going. And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video Going. That's Real Girls on Video Going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video Going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigaball Video will throw in Real Girls on Video Going, and that's Real Girls on Video Going, Real Girls on Video Going, and Real Girls on Video Going, and all complete with loser drunk guys going. Order now.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time.
Didn't.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold.
Nope, that's not his name anymore.
Oh.
During the break, he changed it to Rod Granite.
That's right.
That's a good
Have you
one.
seen my XXX film, Don't Take It for Granted?
That's Jessica Alsman. She joins us.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Well, Josh was talking about the letter A, letter V, letter N, AVN awards, as opposed to avian. It's not a bird thing, it's a porno thing.
Right.
And this is held in conjunction with the electronic show in Vegas, apparently.
Yeah.
The adult cinema, if you will.
Adult
cinema.
Video News, I believe. Is who awards the...
And that's...
Do they have like a kind of a Joan Rivers type out front? And they like have a big pink carpet. Everybody walks down and they interview them. And...
Yeah, it's a drag queen named Bone Rivers, and she does a great job.
Right. And instead of Can We Talk, she...
Doesn't April Macy host that?
April Macy
Yeah.
She has.
Schimmel hosts.
Schimmel has. Jim Norton has.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Yeah. And apparently it's not an easy gig because no one is listening. Yeah. Apparently.
I can't imagine.
They're just there to be hot.
So it was like an Academy Awards for porno.
Yeah, yeah. And I was actually given by our show manager the list of nominees here for the AVN Awards. But the category that really struck me is the Clever Title of the Year category. There are 10 nominees.
Are any of them...
And remember, it's just something to be nominated.
Legitimate cinema.
Yes, there are two that I see that are knockoffs.
Can you give us the legitimate cinema title, see if we can come up with the knockoff?
Yes, I can. This is Vaginal Tap.
Oh. No,
Which
that's a little dated.
Yeah,
okay.
but
oh, you want the real title first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would not have come up with that.
No, because you would normally say
this is
vaginal as opposed to vaginal.
Okay, yes. I see. Okay.
Poetic license.
Okay.
Give me the title of the real movie, not the porno.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Know Who You Last Summer.
Or is the word did substituted?
It's even more clever than that, but you guys are,
In the bummer?
Guy Know What You Did Last Summer is the...
Whoa.
Oh, gee.
Oh, GYNO?
Yeah. Guy Know What You Did Last Summer.
So there's a nice theme there. Okay.
Wow.
Now this is a this is a play on a brand food. Brand food. I can't believe it's nut butter.
Well, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. This one's pretty tame. The birds and the behinds.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what happens there.
That almost sounds like a kid's book.
Yeah, or a sitcom right after the Beverly Hillbillies. It's the birds and the behinds.
Game, set, snatch.
Maybe volleyball or tennis.
Weightlifting?
I bet it's pickleball.
My favorite so far.
It could be The Princess and the D.
Oh, the old D.
Yeah.
Now,
instead of the Princess and the Pea, I just but Pea.
When these people are
already,
these porno
right
awards, do they get up there and do the tearful thank yous to their parents? And
I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's been said. Yes, yeah. And one of the other clever, I think this wins clever title of the year. Your granny is my slut now.
Yikes.
That's from the company Grand Moms.
That Werther's ain't the only thing that's hard in her mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Come on.
That is very direct.
Granny.
You get right to the.
How
to the
about
point there.
that? And the rest I cannot say.
Gosh, I love the word snatch. That's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's a weightlifting term. You've got the
Yes.
Clean and jerk.
in the snatch. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the news desk with Christy Lee. What have you got there?
The country of Denmark has gone a full year without a single bank robbery. The Danish Bank Employees Union announced the
Because they
news
have weird money. That's why.
that 2022 had been robbery-free. Banking authorities report in the year 2000, 221 bank robberies were recorded, while there was just one in 2021.
Wow, that's quite a drop.
By the way, only about 20 banks across the country contain cash holdings. Finance Denmark says criminals in recent years now have turned to defrauding people online.
I thought you were going to say cash holes. I
No,
was still
cash
on-
holdings.
Would you bank in a bank called Cash Holes?
Absolutely.
First in line.
So if only 20 banks in the entire country actually have cash in them,
Yeah, so
I can see why the robbery rate has dropped.
heck yeah.
Well, how do you get cash then? You got to plan a week in advance or something?
No kidding.
You just
Take a
got to go to
trip?
one of the 20 banks that have the cash.
I guess so.
Do ATMs still have cash? Did they just get rid of those altogether? Or?
Oh, I'm sure they have those.
ATM, that's good. What's that, Josh? ATM?
Automated teller machine? Or in the world of pornography.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. This would be a very. So they're all doing digital thievery now. Is that the whole point? That's not going to be a very exciting Ocean's 11.
No.
It's all numbers and a computer.
Guy sitting at a
Tom.
computer by himself.
Ocean's 1.
Yeah.
No, Ocean's
10001.
Yeah, Ocean 00. Yeah.
So you can't make a cool action movie with a guy sitting at a computer scamming old people.
Oh, man, those people.
There's a special place.
There sure is.
Yeah.
You mean those tech geniuses taking advantage of a great opportunity?
And taking advantage of your grandma and everything.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it. No. In fact, yes, I should see the silver lining. Silver
I mean, it's not going to be Brad Pitt putting a gun to someone's head going, give me your Venmo or you get it. And it's not as exciting. Sorry.
Oh, and then you don't get the chase scenes and the Mini Coopers. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just a guy hitting his vape and drinking a Frappuccino behind his computer.
Right. A huge aquarium in Berlin burst recently, unleashing debris, water, and hundreds of tropical fish out into the heart of Germany's capital.
See this?
I did see this. It was an unbelievable sight.
And am I correct? It looks like in the picture I saw that there's an elevator.
Yeah, it's like one of those
Like there was an elevator
hotel atriums.
in the middle of the aquarium. How does it?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So the aquarium surrounded the elevator?
The aquarium was surrounding an elevator. Is that right?
That's cool.
Like 3/4 of it was around an elevator.
Oh, that's awesome. So when you come down,
you see the.
Yeah.
Yeah, and part of the building, which contains a hotel and cafes, were damaged as the 264,000 gallons of water poured out from Aquadome, a tourist attraction in Berlin. Their fire service said 2 people were slightly injured. The company that owns Aquadome said the reasons for the incident still unclear. Police said they found no evidence of a malicious act. Nearly all of the 1,500 fish that were inside at the time of the rupture died. Among the 80 types of fish it housed were blue tang and clownfish, 2 colorful species.
Blue Tang Clan. I love that band.
Blue Tang and that's Nemo and Dory.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you,
so
Willie.
sad.
There was speculation freezing temperatures that got down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit caused a crack in the acrylic glass tank, which then exploded under the weight of the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you get a crack.
Fortunately, they did have some fish underneath the tank that were housed in other tanks that survived.
How do you think that was built? With the elevator and then they just built the pool around the elevator or put the pool in
I
and then
didn't see
dumped
the elevator inside the tank, but Maybe I didn't see
I
this
can tell
right.
from the picture, but it looks like there was an elevator there.
Rich people love putting fish where they're not supposed to be. Every episode of MTV Cribs, there was fish in the kitchen and fish in the back of the car.
There's a whole show on HGTV about that.
I love those, the extreme aquariums or whatever. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they got people in them.
Yeah. Well, my merman died. But I'll just go to the store and replace it with a lookalike.
A bloated floating guy.
What is it about ultra rich people? They have to have hippos in their backyard and tigers and
I don't know.
Just that's a sign that you have too much money when you go. I think I need a tiger.
All right, Tom, you have to buy one exotic animal. What are you getting?
What do you consider exotic?
Come on, you got to go giraffe. Even though their necks is too long, you got to go giraffe.
No, but they'd be so hard to house. Think about it.
No.
You'd have to make a huge tall garage.
He's got that big ceiling in the great room. He can do that.
And think about the tall closet you'd have to build for all the ties you're going to make it wear.
Yeah.
You have to take the ceiling fans down.
Turtlenecks for your giraffe.
I don't know. I just
would you go into a high dollar clothing store for men? I need a turtleneck for my giraffe.
My giraffe has a sore throat.
Anything?
Something in silk.
Yeah.
No.
I think Tom would go for a chimp.
Something.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would.
No, he would not.
They'll rip your nose off like that.
Remember the chimp that bit the face off that lady?
Yeah.
They're not for pets.
Yeah, no thank
Well,
you.
he trained him.
No.
You obviously haven't seen Nope, then. You shouldn't.
No chimps for me. Dogs, thank you very much. Golden
How about
retriever.
a dog-faced? How about a monkey-faced dog?
No.
Chimp-faced dog?
I'm cool. Everything's under control. Coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Allie Breen, and we'll help someone with their life of romance. Real quick space update.
Yeah, what's going on in there?
This is kind of cool. Russian space officials say a coolant leak from a Russian space capsule attached to the International Space Station was caused by a micrometeorite.
Ooh.
Ting, ting.
The Russian Space Corporation.
That was the sound.
Did you hear that? I heard nothing.
The Russian Space Corporation is called Roscosmos.
Huh.
That's kind of cool.
Roscosmos
does not pose any danger to the current crew, but that's kind of scary.
Yeah, those cosmonauts.
They're floating around up there. All of a sudden, they hear a little ping, and it's poking holes in poking holes in the spacecraft. And I guess they're still getting along up there.
Oh, yeah.
The way things are going. Putin probably is blaming Ukraine, but we'll see what happens there. Coming up, once again, we're going to explore the world of romance. And we're going to try to help some folks with their love lives in a segment we call Sexy Time. With Allie Breen, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sexy Time. That's right. Allie Breen coming up. Stay tuned. It's one of our most popular segments of the week. As a matter of fact, a lot of folks think Tom talks a little too much about it without getting to the letters. Everyone wants to hear what Allie has to say about the letters, and Tom likes to talk and talk and talk and read other letters and distract. And so we'll try to keep him focused on the Allie Breen letters from our listeners about their relationships, because all we're trying to do is help. And, over the holidays, there had to have been some good relationship issues. Family coming over, meeting the aunts and uncles. Oh, I can't wait to hear all the fun letters. That's coming up next. Allie Breen and Sexy Time, along with Scorched Earth, Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast, all right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. House Republicans will open the second day of the new Congress, much like the first. Leader Kevin McCarthy trying to become House Speaker. McCarthy says there's no scenario in which he'll drop his bid. Instead, he'll try again despite failing on multiple rounds Tuesday. But the path today highly uncertain, and opposition from the chamber's most conservative members say they will stand up. One plan, though, is to have opponents simply vote present, which would lower the 218 vote threshold needed to win. The California Highway Patrol reports the driver of a car that plunged off a cliff in Northern California, seriously wounding 2 children and a second adult after the 250-foot drop, will be arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and child abuse. Damarish A. Patel of Pasadena will be booked into San Mateo County Jail after he is released from the hospital. California Highway Patrol investigators developed probable cause to believe the incident was an intentional act. And Southwest Airlines trying to fix its relationship with travelers who were stuck when their flights were canceled over the holidays. On Tuesday, Southwest told affected travelers they will receive 25,000 frequent flyer points, which are worth more than $300 in tickets. Southwest is including the offer in a letter from CEO Bob Jordan, in which the top executive is again apologizing for the airline's performance. Southwest canceled more than 15,000 flights between December 22nd and December 30th. They say the problem started with that winter storm spiraled out of control when Southwest's crew scheduling software failed. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside. 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
When was the last time you wrote a check?
I've written a check.
I got a couple checks for Christmas.
Who gave
Go to
them
the
to you?
bank?
My mom.
Because she's just filthy rich.
Oh, no, she's married to a man named Filthy Rich.
That's what they call him.
My mom gave my brothers and I each a check. And then my brothers were opening another gift that came with the check. And I didn't have another gift. I go, Mom, you didn't get me another gift. She goes, I know. No explanation.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now, from the Amish Brewing Company, Buttermilk Ice Light.
Ringer!
Nice toss, Graber.
Thank you, my friends. Women of the Old Testament.
Okay. Ruth or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay, plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy? Plain black floor-length dress.
When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it, Fritz. Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy. It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking. You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee's at the news desk.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin. He's over there in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Jessica Alsman. She's
Hello.
here. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Hey, the hell are you doing?
Not amused.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much.
It's very visual.
It's a Wednesday that seems like a Tuesday, but we're going to make it officially a Wednesday by talking with the lovely Allie Breen for what's a show we call Sexy Time. And Allie, there she is in
Hi, guys.
New York City in your apartment.
Yes, I am.
Did you have a good holiday?
A really good holiday. Yeah. How was yours?
Good. Where were you? Did you stay in New York City?
Stayed in New York. My family came here. We did the touristy thing. It was freezing, but it was fun.
Oh, good. What was the most touristy thing you did?
We saw a Broadway show.
Which one?
It's a weird one. It's called Kimberly Akimbo.
Oh, not heard of that.
Yeah.
I saw that show in Tijuana.
Highly underrated. And Kimberly was indeed
amazing.
I took him to the red light district.
How was it? Was it fun? Good?
It was good. It's like very kid-centric. It's about a little girl who has this disease where she ages 4 years each year. It doesn't sound good, but it's really good, actually.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I wonder how that would end, huh?
Well, Allie, let's find out what's going on in the world of romance and try to help somebody fix up their romantic life. What have you got?
Absolutely. Dear Allie, my girlfriend is a bartender part-time, and I understand flirting is part of the job, but I think she enjoys it a little too much. I have a work wife who I'm flirty with at work, but she says that's not okay because I don't have to flirt with her for income. She's created a loophole only for herself. I don't think this is fair. What do you think?
Whoa.
How about both of you get some confidence and
get the hell out?
Grow up.
Either that or both of you get married so you don't have to bother anybody else. How about that?
How does she know you flirt with the work wife?
Yeah.
If you're doing it in front of her, that's just mean. But
He must just be telling her
I think
that
so.
she's...
to kind of even the playing field.
I heard that he went up to his girlfriend and said, "Hey, could you help me pick up some crotchless panties for my secretary?"
That's more than flirting.
Yeah, that one you wouldn't be working there anymore after that move.
You wouldn't.
Oh, man.
She said she wanted.
Not a lot of trust in this situation.
Yeah.
No.
I think they
Well,
just
the
have
thing
to
about
vote
the
it over, right?
bartender... Yeah, the bartender flirting thing too. She has to act like she's enjoying it. When he's saying she's enjoying it too much, that's the whole thing about flirting. She can't be like, every time she flirts with a guy.
Right.
She's not getting any tips that way.
Yeah. Unless she has a weird...
You're both
fetish.
fine. Flirt, go home to each other, love each other, be secure in relationship. But it doesn't sound like you two are able to do that.
Oh,
flirting is just flirting. It's not.
Is it?
Unless she's like, "Hey, sugar, another bud."
Christy,
Then that's kind of weird.
Christy and I flirt all the time at work, especially after we have sex. The thing is,
supposed to tell people that part. Jeez.
Now let's get to our next letter. Allie Breen is the hostess of Sexy Time. If you want to reach her, it's ALLIBREEN on the various social media platforms. And we now return to Allie Breen. What you got?
Dear Allie, I've recently gotten out of a very toxic relationship, but found an interest at work. We've hung out a few times. We finally did the deed. And the next night she had dinner with friends and texted me that she wanted cuddles afterwards. When I got to her house, her friends were still there. So I didn't want to impose on girls' night. So I went back home. I texted her, "Let me know when you want me to come back over." She replied, "Never again." And when I asked her for an explanation, she says that she can't explain. I should know. I'm so confused. We haven't had any more dates and very little communication.
Run away. You just got out of a toxic relationship. Don't start a new one.
No joke.
She's crazy.
Yikes.
Unless she said, "Hey, come over and hang out with my friends."
Isn't that crazy to want to have somebody meet your friends before
But she
you
didn't
start?
say that. She said cuddles.
It was the first. They only went out like one time, right?
It is kind of early. Say, "Hey, come out." Yeah,
Did she want to show him off to her
Hung out a
friends?
few times.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's super dramatic already.
this is not about you. She's dealing
Yeah.
with this. Flee.
Just
Yes.
say, "Hey."
Hit the ground running. Become the fugitive.
You mean the fugitive?
Thanks, Jackie.
No,
fugitive.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
she's got
dodged the bullet
issues.
here, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like he might too. Maybe toxic relationships are his thing.
Right.
Maybe.
He may
Just
accidentally.
out of one.
Yeah.
But he did already get some, right? So he's good.
Okay.
Thinking like a man, Jess.
Trying to be positive. New year.
Yeah. Well, or he could, here's the thing too. Girls are dramatic. When she's like, "Never again, you should know," she actually wants him to keep asking, I think. She wants him to be
Yeah,
like, "Wait,
that's
what did I
probably
do?
true.
Let me."
Right.
She's,
So
a,
if he wants
she's
to
a
do
psycho.
it.
Find out who her boss is, ever transferred to a different state.
All right.
Let's get to our next letter. Allie Breen is the host of Sexy Time. Once again, it's ALLIBREEN. We'll help you with your romantic life, maybe.
Most likely. Dear Allie, my boyfriend hates my best friend, but he's really nice to her face, so she has no idea. It makes me uncomfortable because he talks a lot of trash about her behind her back and will now give me looks and little comments when she's not paying attention. I try to laugh it off, but should I tell him to stop? I guess it doesn't hurt her if she doesn't know, but if she finds out, I'm in big trouble.
You're dating a 10-year-old. What the heck?
Yeah.
Hey, you're not a nice
You
person.
God.
Absolutely tell him to stop.
Yeah.
Be like, I don't dog your friends or your.
No, I don't know. Maybe her friend's an idiot. Maybe he can't stand her for good reason.
And hear me out. Sometimes it's really fun to be mean to people behind their back. Sometimes that's a good time. You get a
Isn't
little
that
laugh
in the
in.
Griswold Coat of Arms? I believe it is. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
in
true.
Latin. Ervuus, jercus, or something.
I mean, her friends can always be a problematic issue, as can his friends.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Because they stake out the territory. I knew him. I knew her first.
And if and they're trying to be protective if they don't like you, if they think he could do better or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be here.
Behind the back isn't that big of a problem, but if you're doing it in front of someone, if they turn their face away and you're making fun of them, you're going to get caught.
Yeah. So juvenile.
Yes, exactly.
It's just he's trying to recapture his youth. Okay. Next letter, please.
Dear Allie, I'm 1 year divorced and I have had zero interest in a relationship ever since. Over the past few months, an acquaintance of mine has turned into a very close friendship. We do everything that a couple would do and can discuss things as adults. She recently told me that if I were interested, she would date me, and if not, she was fine keeping it friend zoned. Her only concerns are that I don't have kids and she can't give me them because she's 10 years older. The no kids thing was an excuse my ex used to leave, so it triggered me, but we have a connection that I've never experienced. I don't know if I should go for it or stay best friends.
I think you can just stay best friends
Well,
unless you feel a spark.
It's already out of the Pandora's out of the box or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible to go back now.
I think
she said that.
I think you should go for it. Why not?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm with Christy. It's nothing to lose, right?
He's been out of a relationship for a year.
Yeah, you can always go to her boss and tell him to transfer her to another state. What the hell? What do you got to lose?
Some of the best relationships start usually as friends, right? So
Does he want kids?
Well, that we don't know.
We don't know what the issue
Sounds
was.
like it. I can't figure out the kid part.
But he was
completely.
triggered because the ex used it as an excuse to bounce.
But we don't know if it's because she wanted them or didn't want them.
And also, this person is not your ex. You don't want to project your old relationship issues onto this current one.
So really, you should just be very honest with her and be like, hey.
Tell her to get off her stomach.
Yeah. Say wrong hole a lot. Say that. Thanks, Tom.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I
I can't imagine why we don't get any letters following up with saying, "Hey, you guys, thank you guys, you saved my
We're
relationship."
not inundated with thank you notes, are
No,
we?
that's never ever happened.
Sorry, maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Oh, I'm sure that was
I don't think
it.
we've ever gotten one thank you note.
So if you're listening, and
Very upsetting.
If you're listening and we helped you out, by all means, just send us a nice little note. Saying
Yeah, and keep the hate mail if we haven't helped you out. We don't need to see that.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. I do think the only problem with this one is if you are in something new, wouldn't you want it to be a little exciting? If someone's like, hey, by the way, if you don't want to be friends, I'll date you. It's not the most romantic way to start a relationship. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you want like a frenzied kiss at something?
Hey, we're pretty much both at the bottom of the barrel, so yeah.
Where to go but up.
Well, if you go for the kiss, though, and they're not interested, then it ruins everything completely. Like, that's super awkward. Versus like, hey, whatever, no big deal, but if you want to touch each other, I'm in.
Do you want to mash body parts?
Didn't you used to have an insurance claim with them, a mutual masturbation? Didn't you? It was auto insurance, right? I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
It was Mutual Manual.
Mutual Manual. That's right. That's right.
Mutual Manual of Omaha.
Mutual of Omaha.
My God. Okay. All right.
What else do you have, Allie?
Dear Allie, I found condoms in my boyfriend of 2 years' shaving bag. He travels for business. He said they've just been in there forever. I went in looking for nail clippers, and that's how I found them. So I've never been in there before to gauge how long he's actually had the condoms in there. Do I trust him, or is this too shady?
Trust him.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the expiration date.
Why are they in the travel bag?
Yeah.
They could have been in there from before they met.
No.
Trust this guy.
No.
You clean it out eventually, right?
Nope. Out of
Break
state.
up. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Something's going on.
No, you know what?
Sure of it.
This could be a misunderstanding. And what I would say is, at least when he's on the road, he's rubbering up. That's kind of a nice guy move.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, thank him for that.
Yes.
Well done.
He could be getting goofy raw stuff out there. You don't want that.
Raw dog.
It's not a sushi bar, baby.
This weekend on Raw Dog. I'm in Minneapolis.
What if there was an old sock under the bed? And it was a male, it was like, an Argyle dress sock of a guy's, clearly. And he found it and said, well, you had a man over here. And she was like, oh, my gosh, that must have been under there for 3 years. I never clean under there. And do you expect him to trust?
Worse.
You expect him to trust you? You got to trust this guy.
No.
You don't think so?
I'm still caught up on not cleaning the apartment for 3 years. I can't get past that part of it.
I'm with Halsey on this one. If they're in the travel bag, this guy's.
Well,
you typically gets somewhat cleaned out.
Well, and Dad, you might not know, a condom is something you use when you have sex to not have a kid. You might not know about that. Really? Yeah, a lot of people.
I thought it was a bird. Well, that's condor.
I say you can trust him, and nobody else seems to agree.
Oh, I'm with you there, pal.
So Josh, if you had condoms in your travel bag, and then you were in a 2-year relationship, you would just never have thrown out the condoms? You think you would just keep them?
I have things in my travel bag that, we're in there. I guarantee you could look at my travel bag and go, what the hell was this? And I go, oh my gosh, from 4 years ago, I needed that.
You know what? In my purse, if I put something in my purse and it's been in there forever, like a receipt, it starts to get mangled. You know what I mean? You can tell it's been in there for a long time. Like I need to clean out my purse. So if it's crisp, like the wrapper, it's totally new. And Christy said check the expiration date.
They have expiration dates on them.
Break up with them. Do this guy a favor. That's what
How long?
That's exactly right. This guy will thank you in the long run.
What is the expiration time? I have no idea.
Oh, it depends. I don't know.
I know it's a year and a half from a particularly bad dry spell at one point. Had to throw them out.
Okay.
All right. So if these are 2 years old, they should be expired. And if they're not, he's in
It
trouble.
doesn't matter. Expiration dates on condoms, kids, remember, they're only 19% effective. You might as well not even wear one.
I'd like to add.
Is this your spiel?
No. I'd like to add, if you're a guy, don't even worry about it. It's up to the woman.
Oh, thank you.
It is her responsibility.
Okay.
It's her responsibility financially.
That's right. That's exactly right. I'm not having a baby. It's her problem. Okay?
Latex condoms are good for 5 years, it says. So I don't.
Oh, wow.
That's
hard.
And there you go.
Two words for you.
You just have to wash
2
them
words
out.
for you. N-Care ovals. That's it. Let's move on.
N-Care ovals.
They don't even make those anymore.
What the hell are you talking about?
What are they?
Then you would know he's not cheating if he had those.
Yeah.
Is that what I see?
It's like putting your dork in spicy whipped cream.
Isn't that
crazy?
But that would be something a woman would have in her bag.
Well, she'd have it if she were 70. That was a short-lived birth control.
Wow.
Back to you, Allie.
It looked like a bigger
Looked like a salvo tablet.
Yeah.
To
Not
give
that big.
God.
Another obscure reference. I'm sorry. Back
Let's
to
break
you,
up
Allie.
somebody else. Let's go.
Sure.
Okay.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend just got a personal trainer because I basically told him he had to get in shape. He was begrudging about it.
Sound like a
but
loving
then
girlfriend.
Yeah, she sounds like a winner, doesn't she?
I hope
Hey, she's looking after his health.
That's right, loving me. Okay.
He was begrudging about it, but then he ended up with a super hot trainer, and he's constantly rubbing it in my face, spending extra time in the gym now, and talking about her constantly. I am about to flip out, but I don't want to look crazy. Is he doing this just to get under my skin and I should let it go, or is he really obsessed and I should be mad at him?
You have to ask him. We don't know.
No,
Leave us alone.
He's doing it to get under your skin. You're making it work out. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make you hate it.
Sweat about this. Yeah.
This sounds like the premise of a Hallmark movie.
He falls in love with the trainer.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine the trainer would be very attracted to him while he's, doing
Well,
squats
she
and-
waits till he gets hot. Then
That's genius.
Yes, she
Yeah.
helps him get hot, and then they fall in love.
She's like the bartender. She just wants him to keep booking these personal training sessions, though. So
she's flirting.
being super nice.
When did this become about the trainer? You guys all of a sudden That lady's just doing her job. This is about the people.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this lady should not worry about it because the trainer is just, she's not attracted to this man at all.
Right.
This guy sounds like to me like he's being playfully silly. You know, he's just being playful.
He's being
and
playful.
girls don't care if she's not attracted back. If he's attracted to her,
She's
that's
not
the
attracted.
problem.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
where.
We'll do some isometrics. You take both your hands and shove them against my breasts.
All right.
Give me one. Give me
Now
nine.
lift left, right, left.
The gym I would finally go to. And now push-ups. Just one more rep, please. One more rep.
The best thing you can do is encourage him to just have fun and keep working hard. Actually, it's kind of mean you made him go, but like if it's for his health, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should act super excited about it and be like, get into the gym more. So if he is just doing it to mess with her, it's just going to be...
He'll like, it backfired. I have to keep going. This sucks.
Flirt with whoever you want, fatty, as long as you get thin for me.
You think he's a fatty, fat?
Well, I think she suggested he was a fat.
Yeah, I think she was making that assumption.
Look at me. What do you have an imprint of her thighs on your face?
That was all those squats we did.
Sorry. We have time for one more letter. Allie Breen, it's sexy time. ALLIBREEN. Please send us your letters. We'll help with your romance, perhaps. Go ahead. What do you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, my best friend's parents just got divorced, and I've always had a crush on his stepmom. I guess it was a dad and stepmom who got divorced. She's actually only 8 years older than I am, and I'm thinking of asking her out.
Do it.
Is this crazy, and do I need to ask my friend permission first?
It is crazy. Who cares about the friend? Live your life.
Your stepmom is my slut.
Another Hallmark movie.
We're getting off the Hallmark track.
Love it.
The friend might be jealous because he might have wanted to ask out his stepmom.
This is his best friend's stepmom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And she's only 8 years older than them.
Problematic.
Here's what's happening. There's one person that likes you, that's your friend. The stepmom probably doesn't like you. If anything happens, it's going to go from one person to two for a second and then zero. Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, we should listen to Willie. He's the only one in this room that's had a crush on us.
Hey, that's unfair. Technically, they're not married, okay?
It's true. Now, Josh, isn't this... You've got that book over there of all the categories of porn, isn't...
Yeah, stepmom is way up.
Stepmom, like number one category in porno.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's way up there.
What's number two behind it?
So his friend might be really jealous, I'm thinking.
Stepmom falls at number 7. Yeah, so but it's way that's high. Out of 7 out of, an infinite amount, essentially. So and that's worldwide.
So there's a lot of kids streaming about their stepmom. So this isn't that unusual, I guess. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's real life. Josh is looking at porno stats. So
especially when a lot of guys are marrying women 20, 30 years younger than them.
Yeah. And see what the stepmom gets in the divorce. So that might be cool.
That's so funny. You guys could watch the old DVDs you used to watch together.
Is the category called SMILF?
No, but that's good.
Funny.
That's about Smurf moms, Smilfs. And that's the good times like blue folks.
Once again, if you want to get a hold of Allie Breen, it's ALLIBREEN. Are you working this weekend doing some comedy in New York, Allie?
Yes, I'll be doing comedy in Eastville and Brooklyn.
All right.
Down in New York City. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's always a great pleasure to speak with you, Allie. You look great. I'm glad you had a good holiday.
Thanks, you too, guys.
By the way, what did you end up getting your boyfriend for Christmas?
Video games.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's probably what he wanted.
So ridiculous.
And he got you?
Trip. We're going on a trip in February.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know
it should
where?
Be fun. Yes.
They're going to Jersey.
Somewhere called Buttville. I'm not sure what he meant by that. But
Buttville, New Jersey. You guys nailed it. That's the trip.
So where are you going? Really?
It's going to be great. We're going to go to Mexico, to Cabo.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Yeah, it should be fun.
All right. Thank you very much, Allie. Now,
thanks, guys.
Bye, Allie.
See you, dude.
We're going to come right back and try to sort everything out in the world with a little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today.
This is Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show, reporting live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I may not know the most about Indy cars, but I know a thing or two about partying. And like the cool 65-year-old in the Coke lot told me, you cannot drink all day if you don't start in the morning. You can smell the Abercrombie cologne, Bud Light, and a little bit of that sweet, stanky weed. And I'm not certain who Molly is, but there's a lot of 22-year-olds that are looking for her. I'm pretty sure that's my friend Wade. He's rather large and he has shoulders like a firefighter, but I think he's an accountant. I don't know, honestly. I never asked him. We're out here checking out the best outfits at the track. I was expecting to see a Reggie Miller jersey, a Larry Bird jersey. This is another kind of light blue jersey, but it's an unknown player. Sir, what jersey is this?
It's a guy named Michael Jordan. Not sure if you ever heard of him before.
Michael Jordan, and he played for the Pacers, or?
I think he played for the Bulls, maybe.
All right, so you heard it here first. Michael Jordan might have played for the Bulls. It's going to be a long day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so make sure you wear your short shorts. The legendary Snake Pit, where they play electronic music, also known as dubstep, also known as the thing that my dad hears when he says, "If this is playing, what are they playing in hell?" Hey, we're here live at the Snake Pit talking to our new friends. Guys, say hello. What's your names?
Cole.
We got Cole, and?
Name's also Cole.
Cole and Cole, really?
That is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, watch out. Back up.
Gold.
I don't want to brag, but it looks like we've been coal mining, folks. Okay.
Yeah.
Two guys named Cole. Coal mining. How old are you guys?
23. 24.
How many beers have you had today?
23. About 24.
There we go. You can't get any better than that. I think they're liars, but they're playing ball, and I love that. Can you tell me about your outfit?
Oh, you know, Amazon keeps it clean. And you play some cornhole and somebody cuts your shorts off. That's where it's at.
Are you getting a lot of attention from the ladies in those things?
Yes. You would believe it.
This is May! Woo!
It's hard not to look at these young fans and think, never let go of this, you silly idiots. You never know when it's going to get ripped away from you and you have to go work on Sunday. When did you cut those sleeves off?
Look, you see here, I cut these sleeves off about 12 years ago.
All right, we're here at Turn 4 with our new friend. Miss, what is your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, what went into your race day outfit today? So you have Crocs on?
I do have some Crocs. I have my IKEA bucket hat. That's pretty much it.
How do you feel about wearing open-toed shoes to what's been called the grossest event in the entire Midwest?
These are closed-toe shoes. I specifically wore these so my toes are covered. I almost wore my Tevas.
Now with the IKEA bucket hat, did they just sell you the parts and you have to assemble it yourself?
No, you can buy it $2 at IKEA at limited availability.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. You can get it at IKEA. They also have great Swedish meatballs.
At this point, the NFL has made no decision regarding the possible resumption of the Bills-Bengals game at a later date. NBA winners last night, Oklahoma City scored 150 on Boston. Milwaukee and Sacramento also win. Top 25 college basketball, number 3, Kansas, number 7, Alabama, number 8, Tennessee, number 14, Wisconsin all win. Fresno State upsetting previously unbeaten New Mexico last night. Pittsburgh upset number 11, Virginia. And Kansas State beat number 6, Texas. And a full slate in the NHL last night. Ottawa, the Rangers, Florida, Winnipeg, Nashville, Tampa Bay, Seattle, the Isles, and Los Angeles all win. St. Louis wins in a shootout, and Buffalo won in overtime, beating the Caps 5-4. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean, and this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what he... And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, you know, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, you know, I can't imagine, you know, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're woo. I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Are we back on the air? We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi.
He had some songs today, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a few.
Once. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Jessica Olsman.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, dude.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Today in history?
Do you want one more from Pat?
Sure.
Pat, we had that song. We had that. I love the look of shock. Pat, we had that.
Put everything away.
We had that news story about this guy that was pulled over, and he told the police he was going 120 miles an hour because a great song came over the radio.
Yeah.
Can you think of a song that would be the exact opposite of that? If someone were driving right now, they would slow down.
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay, go ahead. So if you're going too fast right now, this will help you slow down.
It's probably my biggest hit on this show.
It's a public service, though.
What?
Go ahead.
It's short and sweet. I mean, it's a beautiful tribute to...
Okay, good. So this will make you...
The first draft of a song.
Be serious.
So you're in the car. It sits down below like the ship we all know.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
No.
The rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
Yep.
Ella, great jazz singer. Of course.
Yeah, right. 'Cause she'd scat when she sang, and her bottom would bang. A disaster when the winds would come early. A doctor, it said, would always turn his head when performing her colon procedure. There's polyps and corn and Louis Armstrong's horn. The rectum of Ella Fitzgerald. If you're in the car, you're not going to speed.
They've just slowed down.
No, I'm going to throw up in my mouth a little bit.
It's your reaction.
Yeah.
The rest of the nation is like, yay, that song.
Well, really.
Time now for what the Beatles did on Today in History.
All right. What'd they do?
Paul lost his shoe.
No Beatles stuff today. This is a rough start.
Okay.
A rough start, and I'm going to ask Josh to guess what happened here.
Okay.
I think you'll know. This happened in 1903 with Topsy the Elephant.
I'm going to guess some sort of awful circus
I know.
catastrophe.
Got hit by a train?
No.
Oh,
no.
He stepped on a kid?
He trampled some people.
No.
On a kid?
This is the famous
small.
Thomas Edison was using animals for electrical experiments.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he do
What?
to the elephant?
Yeah.
He electrocuted an elephant?
He sure did. Yeah.
Boy.
That was actually...
What?
He tried 1,000 ways to make the light bulb work. That was the one that did it. So we should all be grateful in a way.
If he hadn't done that test, there'd be an elephant on every corner. So
that's a smell that lingers.
Why would you need an? I'm just trying to think of what experiment.
The whole thing is so sad, and the fact that it's got a sweet name like Topsy.
Yes.
I think part of it was a humane way to kill somebody. I think.
Oh, that's what he was looking to.
I think so.
Do?
Well, that was the original idea with the electric chair, and it turns out that
isn't the story that they found out the electric chair drunk was peeing on the third rail or something, and they saw it, and he just kind of
my God
knocked him out. But yeah,
can we go back to the Ella Rectum story or whatever that song was?
The world's tallest building opened on this date in 2010. Do you know what it is and where it is?
It's the Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
Good job, Willie.
You know, there's a great documentary out there about the elevator system in that building, and I guess that's even more of a architectural feat than the actual building.
So are the bathrooms. They have the urinals, the Wiz Khalifa.
I was going to go with slightly higher than the Burj Khalifa's Wiz Khalifa.
Okay. So, happy birthday, Sir Isaac Newton. Born on this date in 1643.
Founded Apple.
Right. Jacob Grimm, born in 1785.
Never happy about
Traumatized the kids with 1809. Louis Braille. Do you know who that is?
He invented the Braille system for the blind.
Yeah. You ever been to the Braille Museum?
No, I haven't been there.
It's a touching memorial.
That's a pretty funny joke.
That's like a who's the paddling to Saigon? Who the hell was that?
Swimming to Cambodia?
Gray.
Spalding Gray joke there. Yeah.
Happy birthday. The late Don Shula, graduate of John Carroll University, Jesuit College. Okay, Dolphin, great. Dave Foley, who's been in this room with us. Dave Foley, the great comedian.
Nickname Roly Poly.
And happy birthday, Sam Griswold, son number one, born in this
happy birthday, Sam.
What a talented
Number one.
Look, I'm taller than he is, okay? I don't want to hear it anymore.
Not much.
No, he means number one in his heart.
Okay, you know what?
1994. Happy birthday, Derrick Henry. Do you know who that is, Halsey?
I don't. 1994.
Old D. Hank?
Running back.
Running back for the Titans.
They only call him D. Hank on short yardage situations.
Yo, D. Hank!
Okay. Time now to review many of the things we learned on today's show.
Oh, really? Now you want me to do something. All right. Christy Lee could be unloading cargo later today. She hasn't told us. She's wearing her vest.
That's right.
I associate those vests with Back to the Future.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Sure. Keeps your core warm.
Oh, yeah, Marty goes into I want a Pepsi free. You got to buy something first. Or whatever he says.
Well, give me a tab.
Give me a tab.
Yeah.
You got to buy something to put it on your tab. Yeah. Ace Cosby's still growing his beard, and Tom's the only one against it. We're all for it. Makes him look like a badass. There you go.
No, it makes him look homeless.
I do like the scruff. It's nice.
A playoff beard. It's cool.
Okay.
Hey, here's something you've heard before, I bet. Pat Godwin used the Gordon Lightfoot song as a parody. Today was the sex doll.
Mm-hmm. And the tribute to Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah, we had two of them today.
Blessed.
Blessed indeed. Hashtag blessed. Fleshlight. Tom said about the fleshlight. You contend. Your contention is that you never heard of the term fleshlight until you met all of us. Is that right?
That's right. I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard of it. Had you, Christy?
Well, really?
Until what's her name? Who was the gal?
Oh, Sadie brought one in. Yeah, I hadn't heard of it until she brought one in.
Well, Tom's quote about fleshlight is, "Oh, that stuff is very odd." We did hear from Brazil 66, and that lady singing, Lanny Hall, is Herb Albert's wife.
Oh, so there is a connection.
So there is a connection between.
Very good. It's good stuff.
I think she's a double agent.
I love that stuff.
Jeremy Renner's a very hands-on guy. He helped put in Sergio Mendez's.
That's false. He's been flipping houses for a long time. He's a very hands-on guy, and he was hands-on with his plow, and unfortunately it fell on him.
And I had a headache. He's doing fine.
He's recovering. He's got a very serious orthopedic injury and almost bled to death, but he's okay now.
Will go away in about 2 minutes.
Okay, that's very, very fine. Thank you very much. Don't forget to enter our contest. There's plenty of time. It's week 18 of the Pigskin Pick'em competition. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max tomorrow. Pizza Day. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.